are back. Here I am, Fly Navarro, coming at you with my main man, Chase Lake. And before I can even introduce you to him, I just found this out 3 minutes ago. You were named Captain of the Year.
Oh yeah, man. It's been a good couple years.
Man,
3 years actually, three times.
con-
Oh yeah.
c- congratulations with that. Introduce yourself. Tell people who you are, where you're from, how many years you did in prison, the whole 9 yards.
Um, well, glad to be out of prison finally. But yeah, I'm Chase Lake. I'm from Destin, Florida. Um, been fishing out of Destin since I was a teenager. Um, got to fish with some great people and learned a lot from my mentors.
Cool.
So
And for people that
yep.
don't know where Destin is, that is the Redneck Riviera.
Oh yeah.
100%. That
Yeah, it might
is
as
the
well be
redneck.
Alabama. Yeah.
Well, I know you know Pugsley.
Oh yeah.
So Pugsley's from LA, and to this day, I like using the term LA, and people are like, "You don't sound like you got a accent from Los Angeles." It's like, no, brother, I'm from Lower Alabama.
That's us. Yeah, that's Destin.
So tell us, let's just start off with easy because right now I can see you're a little nervous. I don't even want you nervous. We're just talking here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm
So
cool.
we
I'm not sure
let's
where to look, man.
uh
I'm looking at your face, but do I need to be looking at the camera?
no, you can look at wherever you want, man. Trust me, you're
Okay.
better off if you don't look directly at me. I'm like Medusa. I'll burn your
Oh,
retinas, man. I'll
okay.
burn your
Okay.
retinas. So,
All right.
um, actually, I want to start off with something. Now that we announced that you were Captain of the Year, again, congratulations. And that's
Thank you,
Captain
sir.
of the
Okay.
Year for the Gulf of Mexico or for the whole thing?
For the Gulf of Mexico.
Again,
I don't think they have a
congratulations.
whole thing. They don't add everybody's score up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, big shout out to you on that.
Thank you,
I've followed it very intently all season because we were chatting all year long. But
sir.
I want to bring up that you and I chatting all year long because a very dear
Oh, that's been
friend of
fun.
ours,
Yeah.
a very dear friend of mine, of ours. Now, let me not say mine. I don't want to be, selfish and stingy here. A good friend of ours, Mr. Renee Cross. I
Oh
was
yeah, Mr.
talking to
Renee.
him.
Oh yeah.
Me and Mr. Renee. I got a funny story about Mr. Renee, and I'll get to that in a minute. But Mr. Renee and I were talking, and he mentions to me, he goes, "You know that boy Chase? That's a superstitious son." And I go, "Really?" He
Oh
goes,
yeah.
"Yeah." He goes, he stops off at my marina after every tournament start. He runs right up to our marina, and it's just depending on what time it is. He'll either spend the night, get fuel, spend the night, and go fishing, or he'll just get fuel and then go out. And I'm like, "Well, I'll be a son of a bitch." And he goes, "What's that?" I go, "Every time he releases a fish, he texts me with his official number. I guess I'm part of that fucking superstition too."
You damn right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's been fun all year, dude.
Bro, I love it because no matter where I am in the world, sometimes, I might be sleeping because I might be in the Middle East or Japan. And look at that. I should have known somebody was going to call me right when we started this thing. Um, I said, doesn't matter where we are in the world. You send me a text, man. You count down. You wabam, 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 whatever you're
Oh yeah.
counting, because of the fact that you've set a goal for yourself that you want to catch 100 blue marlins in a season in the Gulf of Mexico. And this year, you guys got pretty close. You had a little unfortunate luck, but uh, tell everybody about how that plan started and what happened this year.
Well, I've always wanted to shoot for 100 in a season, and the crew and I have been talking about it for a while, and it's possible. We all think it's possible. You just have to be able to go. And this season started out great. We actually caught more. Sorry
You
about
had the same thing, didn't you?
yeah, it's probably the same guy.
Uh, it
Yeah,
could be.
so maybe. So this season, we were making that our main focus is catch that many. And every year we're getting better. We're getting better with our sonar. We're getting better with how we approach things, and we caught more this season than we ever have in the tournament, gap, and
Uh,
and it was all going good, and then the boat got stuck in gear, and
ugh.
we were in forward, and me being a competitor, I'm like, well, maybe I could just shut the motor off, and I'll be all right, and I'll just fish on one, but it's not a very smart thing to do with your multi-million-dollar boat with the engines and everything. You need to get it taken care of. So we did the right thing and got it repaired.
Yeah,
So
but you guys were down for 6 weeks.
yeah, we were down. We were supposed to be down for much longer, but we got lucky and they found a part in Seattle that worked for the gear. So we were able to get back to fishing. It was supposed to be
Speaking
18 weeks, is what they were talking about.
18 weeks.
Yeah, that's what it was in the beginning. And man, I was pulling my hair out. I was like, well, that's too bad. And then luckily we found a part and we were able to get everything pulled apart and back going.
I'm going to give you a term that I was told once when I needed a part. I told, and I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember if it was an MTU part or if it was a cat. And I called the guy up and he goes, "Hey man, those are on galactic back order. Have you
Oh,
ever
okay.
heard
Yeah.
that? Have you ever heard that
No,
term before? I
I
give
hope I
it
don't hear it, dude.
I give it to you. It's on galactic
Okay.
back order. I don't know if that's an official term or an unofficial term, but galactic back order
So it's like
is
light years away. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
pretty much. And 18 weeks sounds like light years away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It totally
So,
sounds like a lifetime, especially when they're biting.
oh, they were biting. I mean, guys were going out and catching, 5 and 6 in a trip, no problem. And I'm just sitting there, Doc, just grinding, man. Like, come on, somebody give me a part. You got to go.
Ugh,
But luckily, we did get a part, and we got to fish November real hard, and we caught 32 in November, and that was like I think 11 days of fishing. That was
wow.
incredible, incredible bite. So we caught the tail end of it, but we still got to participate in that, and that was awesome.
So, what was your grand total for the year?
84.
My
I
man.
tell you how many bites we had, dude, but there's nothing but hurt feelings there, man. So we
I
had a lot of bites too.
listen.
So
I don't even want to ask you because it wasn't this year. It was last summer
mhm.
during the World Cup. Uh,
Oh yeah.
you you text me and you're like, "Damn it, we missed six of them today," or whatever the number was. Uh, but
Yeah, it was a big one, man. It was a big number. It was like, well, not that we missed them. It's just they came up and they wouldn't eat, but they were showing themselves. And man, the next weekend we knew exactly where to go back to, and we got them. And that was at the time that was the most I'd ever caught in one day in the Gulf, and that was six. We caught
wow,
six back to back as fast as we could go, and that ultimately won us a triple crown because Jason Buck had a really good year that year too. And man, it came down to like he killed a fish, and if his fish was big enough to get third, he would have beat us. And man, I got lucky, and some guys from Destin caught some nice fish and beat them by about 30 pounds. So thank God for some
wow.
brothers catching some nice fish to help us out.
It happens. But speaking of brothers, though, I started going to the Gulf for your guys' Marlin tournaments. I think it was 2012. That was the first time
Mhm.
I got personally introduced to going up there. And man, you guys are it's like a roving circus of blue marlin fishermen. It is incredible. It is so much fun what you guys do over there. It is marathon
Oh yeah,
fishing, but you
yeah.
guys have a good time over there.
I love fishing the Gulf, man. This is a really great place. I mean, it could be giant tunas one day. You could be catching marlins the next day. I mean, it's just so many different styles of fishing in the Gulf. It's so much fun. We have a really good bottom fishery. Some guys are into that. I love it personally. I mean, catching groupers is one of my favorite things to do, and they got them here, man. It's an unbelievable place.
That is pretty cool that the fact you got meat fish eat you got bottom fish, you got tunas, you
Oh
guys
yeah.
have some incredible wahoo fishing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a really good white marlin fishery here, sail fishing. I mean, the guys on the qualified match.
when is your white marlin fishery? It's in the fall, isn't it?
It's in the fall. Yeah, it'll start in like August a little bit and then get better. September is really good. Yeah, like
So
in
so
August.
here again, when I started my career, I are we the same age or am I a little bit older? I'm
You're way older
52.
than me, man. I've got gray hair, so it's deceiving. I'm 41.
Oh man, you're a baby.
Oh, I remember when I was a baby looking up to you guys on the real tight. I'm like, God, I want to be them guys one day.
Listen, short, hairy, and Cuban is no way to go through life, brother.
Well, fat and gray headed ain't great either, so it's all good.
So, okay, so you're 41. When I first started in this industry, and ironically, I was talking to somebody yesterday about my time in Venezuela, which that's a whole nother topic with all the shit that's going on right now.
Oh yeah.
I was in my 20s down there, and um, the Gulf, I mean, you didn't hear stories of catching six, eight, 10 blue marlins in a day. But now
No.
it's a common occurrence.
If you don't have five, you're probably not going to win tag and release if you don't have five blues on your tournament. And there wasn't that long ago when the first guy that got to two won, but that number's going up and up with people being really good at sonar fishing. I mean, the Gulf is a great place for sonar fishing because we're fishing essentially giant fads. So, we just go from fad to fad, find the fish, and off you go.
So here's another question for you. Do you and sonars has only really gotten big in the last 4 to 6 years. Before that, a handful of people had it. Uh, but do you see the numbers increasing more because of sonar fishing or more because of you guys started live baiting?
Well, live baiting's been around here for a long time. I can remember, I started fishing with Scott Murray on the PJ in 2002 or
Okay.
2003. And we were one of the only boats at that time I knew of with tuna tubes. I know there was other guys that had tuna tubes, but that's when like live baiting first started here where it's normal. Like everybody knew what you were doing when you were sitting next to the rig. And
Yeah.
so the live baiting's happened for a long time, but we're getting better at it. We're having better tuna tube systems. The bait is everything, man. Like if there's one thing I learned from guys in South Florida is that bait is everything. They take such good care of it, and being able to travel around and see some of that, I employ those things in bait here. And if you got the best bait, man, that's more important than where you're at.
100%.
Mhm.
What would you say for yourself and your crew? What do you feel is the most important thing that you've learned from the South Florida guys about taking care of bait, do you think?
Handling, definitely how you handle them.
Okay.
Some guys are going to put a tuna in a headlock and grab them by the tail and slam them down in the tube. No, man, you gotta be you gotta be gentle. You gotta be loving with them things, man. You know.
It's amazing. It's amazing about now. I had a guy, Mark Hufftailing, tell me this. I don't know if Mark was a full-time firefighter, but he would fish tournaments with us a lot.
Okay.
We'd sit there and, like you said, you're handling one bait at a time, and we would move 2,300 baits at a shot when we're going somewhere to go fishing.
Wow.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, I mean,
Like,
luckily
yeah.
with three guys, one at a time, it wouldn't take you 8 hours, but it'd still take you 2.5, 3 hours to upload bait sometimes.
Yeah.
And we'd go through this hand picking, and then once you get to wherever you're going, you hand pick them out again. And
Hmm.
when you're getting ready to put them on the boat, you're hand picking. Then you rig your bait and then you just throw him overboard. He goes, "What are you doing?" He goes,
Yeah.
"You've handled that thing so softly until you put a hook in his back, and then you're going to just throw him?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh." I, I,
That makes sense. Yeah,
I never thought about that. So
it's the same way for us. I mean, when we put them out, taking it easy, man. You try not to stress that fish out. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but there's a couple fish a season where it's like that mattered big time. When I see
it
that
doesn't.
swivel disappear and smoke through the water like a smoke trail, oh yeah, get ready, dude. He's gonna eat that. They're gonna
Yeah,
like that.
it makes a huge difference, man. And
Hmm.
it when they're biting, man, you could throw a shoelace out there and they'll eat it. But
Yeah.
when it's a scratch and a pick,
Oh yeah.
I want the best bait possible.
Yeah, man. That's the key, and I think that's why the catches are reflecting that they're going up. Everybody's getting better at it. So
Yeah, it's I'm not going to name any names because not I'm not trying to protect anybody. I'm just trying to be respectful of some
yeah,
information.
yeah,
And I know it's all out now. This particular captain that both you and I know and most everybody knows very well, incredible fisherman. Uh, but it was amazing because he personally called me up about, hey man, I'm watching what you're doing, giant tuna fishing, and how do you get your leaders through the rod tip? I'm looking for the best connection possible. And
yeah.
we started talking about leader size and
Oh yeah.
connections and uh, I don't think until I spoke to him that one time did I realize what you guys were doing for leaders as well.
Oh yeah. Going
What you
pretty light
guys
leaders.
oh
Yeah.
unbelievable. Jacqueline this year on the Rising Suns
Oh yeah.
fought that fish for 8 hours during the World Cup. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, that thing's got to be massive. That thing's got to be massive. It's like, man, they fish differently in the Gulf.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not fishing 600-pound leaders over there.
Well, I mean, we're fishing highly pressured areas. We're all fishing the same rig a lot, and yeah, if you're sitting out there with your 600-pound leader, probably not going to happen for you.
W- Are you at liberty to say what you guys normally fish for leaders?
Man, we're all over the place, dude. It really depends on the fishing, you know. So I mean,
For people that aren't familiar with the Gulf of Mexico, because a lot of people are very surprised when I mention some of the leader sizes.
mhm.
What would you say your range is right now in your locker? What do you have your leaders ranging from?
Well, I mean, we try to at least have 300 if we can, if that works out sometimes. But a lot of times, man, that's just not going to work. And I mean, I've been as light as 150, 125. I've fished 125 before, but you're sweating the whole time. You're like, oh, I hope I can just at least touch it because you know it's abrasive.
You sounded like I was when I was 16 years old.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me touch it, girl. Come on.
let,
Yeah. Oh
me,
yeah.
let me
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that sometimes it takes that light a leader. I try to not do that, but sometimes you're fishing against great fishermen, and he's got light leader on there. He's trying to get the bite.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, and it makes a difference.
oh yeah, yeah.
It it makes a huge difference, So take me on, actually, let's even go farther back than that. On your normal day, when do you start bait fishing?
Um, it really depends on where I'm at because if I'm back towards the east, there's going to be a lot more boats,
Uh-huh.
and I'm probably going to start at like 3:30, 3.
Okay.
You know, and there's a lot of being very selective on our bait. If the bait's hooked in a bad area, he ain't gonna make the cut. He goes back, and then you got to contend too with barracudas and other you know critters that are
And
trying to eat you off, sharks.
we'll touch on that in a minute because I've been getting a lot of phone calls on that in the last couple of days. But
Hmm.
um, what's your normal rig for catching bait?
Oh, just butterfly jigs. All
Just
kinds of butterfly jigs. Um, there's so much bait here, man. They're not super picky. I'm kind of old school. Sometimes I like just a diamond jig. Just whatever you can get a bite on, really.
All right. Fishing 30 pound or fishing 20 pound.
I want to say most people are using 60-pound braid.
Okay.
Yeah, using a lot of
That's
braid for that.
that. Okay. That huge difference. I love braid.
Mhm.
Braid has definitely helped a lot of different things. Man, I tried to go without the glasses. I couldn't see you. I'm blind as a
That's cool,
bat.
man. Yeah,
I'm blind
that's
as
right.
a bat. No, yeah. Listen, I'm not trying to impress you. I was trying to make myself feel younger. Nah. How was
Yeah,
it? I, you were just a blob talking. Fuck it. You know.
blog talking anyway, dude. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for the people that aren't familiar with the Gulf of Mexico tournaments, take me from the moment you leave the dock, because most tournaments here on the East Coast, and listen, I love having you golf boys fish my tournaments in the Bahamas because the
Right.
owners always, oh, I have yet to have an owner that fishes the Gulf of Mexico that doesn't
Mhm.
come back to me and say, hey, man, I love your hours. We leave the dock at 8, we're back, or you start fishing at 8 and you're done fishing at 3.
Man, it's honestly it's the ultimate grind, dude. We're gonna leave it most of the time around 12, sometimes earlier. I like
12,
tournaments early in the
explain.
afternoon.
Okay. On what day?
So it's on Friday. I mean Thursday. It's on
Okay.
Thursday, and then
Yeah.
we fish Friday, Saturday. Got to be back in by usually 5 to 6 o'clock in the evening, depending on where
On
you're at
5 or 6
on
o'clock.
Saturday.
Okay.
So you start on
Listen, man,
Thursday.
I'm
Yep.
sorry I'm pushing you through, but imagine the people that are listening to us. There's a
Yes, sir.
handful of us, boy. Fuck it, man. Don't call me
Yep.
sir.
I'm sorry, man.
Listen. There's a handful of people that are listening to us that they understand the game. But there's going to be a lot of people like I do a lot of tournaments. I fish in the Middle East, in
Oh,
Europe,
okay. Yeah.
in Japan that are going to be listening to this and they don't even know what you're talking about. So, man, walk somebody that's never heard of a Gulf
Okay.
of Mexico
Yeah.
tournament, walk them through it, man.
Okay.
Uh,
Start
yeah,
to finish, man.
yeah,
Your people show up on Wednesday. That's when all the captains meeting and the festivities are.
yeah.
Usually a big party. I don't really get to partake in that because I'm fishing, but they have where you bet and do all your betting, and then Thursday everybody gets up and you set up usually for a shotgun start. That's where all the boats take off at the same time, which is, man, that's a sight to see. Even if you're not fishing the tournament, check that out. All those bazillion-dollar sport fish doing 40 knots. That's incredible, man. But anyway, so you leave at 12. You'll fish that day. You'll fish all day Friday, and then you'll come back on Saturday evening, and then you'll have your weigh-ins and big party afterwards. You know, just ton of fun. But the thing is you're doing that week in and week out, so it becomes a grind. So that Monday, Tuesday, usually you're fixing something, you're repairing something, getting ready to go. So, and it's one week after another. Hard
For
to
how
be
long?
consistent like that. We'll start. It starts the end of April, the last week of April, and it'll end, at the end of August.
Okay.
That's the main tournament season. Which, in my opinion, I think we're missing out because you got all of freaking September, October, and November. Fishing stays incredible, but the weather gets a little bit more, just a little choppier. We got cold fronts that come through and make it a
Yeah.
little rough, but the fish are fired up. It's awesome. A lot of big fish
Mm,
that time of year too.
That's that's about the time of year that Chris caught his big fish, isn't it?
Yeah, he caught his in October.
Yeah, that's that's a nice fish. You want to talk about a fish that everybody heard around the world because there's not a lot of people
Oh,
fishing that time of year. Not, and I
yeah.
don't mean just in the Gulf of Mexico, but the
Oh,
East
worldwide.
Coast,
Yeah.
worldwide. October's quiet. Other than the guys that are fishing in Australia, October's quiet for a lot of reasons. Fishing slowed down a little bit, hunting season, and then where you guys are from, you have SEC football. So,
Yeah, oh, yeah. We
you
got
know,
Starlink now, dude. You fire that up on the Starlink, you're good to go.
okay, so speaking up, you bring up Starlink, which I absolutely loved. I actually, and I don't need it because of where we're fishing. I actually got talked into going fishing tomorrow. I'm fishing a tournament tomorrow and the next day. We got Starlink. You don't have to stay at home. You can come work in between
Yeah.
bites. And I'm like, I'm going. Don't worry about it. So, but explain to everybody how much Starlink has changed for you, especially you guys in the Gulf of Mexico.
There's a lot I like about it, and there's some things that can be an aggravation a little bit. The main part I like about it is, you got up to date information. Nowadays, they call in, fish for the tournament, and you can kind of keep up with what everybody's doing. You know, see where you're at in the in the order pecking order of who has what. Which sometimes, man, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. That maybe the boss gets down because you don't have you know as many fish as the next boat. But I mean, we've always been second half guys in a tournament. So my favorite thing to do is come from behind, win, and just man, that's fun to me. But Starlink is nice for the information part. I can look at the water clarity and check out like Hilton's and things like that, and that's really cool. I can also call home and see my family because man, it's a grind every week. I mean, I might as well not be in the Gulf. I'm so busy. You know what I mean? I could be somewhere else, and I'm still gone as just as much. So it's nice to be able to communicate with your family. So
I,
I like that.
I would think Starlink has really become one of those tools that information is key in everything, not just
Oh yeah.
fishing, but in everything. But fishing so much,
Yeah.
and you talked about the South Florida guys back when I was doing all the tournaments here. I literally started on my phone at 4:30 in the morning.
Hmm.
I start calling
Yeah.
people, hey, and it doesn't matter if you're sail fishing or if you're bait fishing, because the days you're not
Yeah.
sail fishing, you got to go out and catch live bait.
Hmm.
So
Right.
every day is, hey man, what'd you catch? What kind of bait do you have? Hey, where's the current? And again, I don't know about the Gulf, but I know out here current is key. You know, if you have south current, you're screwed. So you want to know where the current is everywhere, and then when you're fishing, you want that information. So what kind of information are you guys looking for when you're out in the Gulf?
It's probably pretty similar to what you're talking about, man. I definitely want to know where the water's pushing up. What I look for. You know, I want to be able to see that before I make that 50-mile trek. You know, say we do a lot of traveling at night,
Hmm.
and we fish during the day. So at nighttime, man, I want to be able to make that trek somewhere. But if I check and maybe the water's not what you want to see, maybe it's, too dirty or too clean or whatever you don't like, you can avoid that. And man, that's been huge because before you would take a screenshot or whatever of Hilton's before you left, and that's what you got. If you tried to load it through, old school sat phones in old school satellite systems, you're never going to load it, man. It's going to take forever. It's not
It'll
not going
bog
to
you
work out.
down.
Yeah, but now it's like you're at home. I mean, you can just surf it and get what you need. Yeah,
All right. Um, so here's the most important part. At night,
right,
what are we doing for dinner every night? What are we
dude.
doing? Come
I
on.
got the best guy in the world that works with me, man. He's an amazing fisherman. His name's James Arnold. And dude,
Uh-huh.
that guy cooks. He'll blow your mind with the stuff he cooks. He got whole tenderloins on like a Weber grill. He's just using a Weber grill and just knocking it out of the park, dude. Yeah,
What's his go-to? What's your favorite thing that you ask for?
man, he keeps it fresh all the time, dude. He keeps all kinds of stuff going. But that tenderloin's pretty fire, man. He cooks it whole on there. Oh
Uh-huh.
man, that's good stuff, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's and again, I'm going to go back to how we started this conversation. I know you're superstitious. What's your lucky food?
And I don't know. I don't really have a lucky food, man. I mean,
Really?
I didn't get this big by like not eating. So, I mean, you ain't gonna slow me down, man. I love
I,
fish. I love chicken. Come on, give it to me all. Whatever. I'm eating it.
I love it, man. Listen, I know the feeling. There ain't much I won't eat, and I don't have a lucky food. As long as it's on my plate, it's lucky enough for me. It might be
Oh yeah,
unlucky for the food, but it's lucky enough for me.
absolutely, man. I mean, shoot, we eat fresh tunas all the time. I mean, we got it made. I mean, we get fresh fish whenever we want.
Do you uh do you guys once the bait's done, if it's unlucky, does it become your dinner?
It can. I mean,
Have you
Matt,
done it?
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Have
Heck
you
yeah.
done it?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
just want to make sure I now that I know that you're one of those tree huggers and you recycle your bait,
Oh yeah.
that's for anybody that's listening, you're a recycler. Not
Oh yeah.
everybody's a recycler.
I'm not scared to eat them. I love it. Oh yeah.
Do you let your crew every once in a while drop one down to the bottom and get yourself a couple of them genuine reds to eat for
Well,
supper?
it's it's typically too deep for that.
Oh, okay.
Usually, if we're bottom fishing, we're bottom fishing. We're not.
Okay.
We don't. We don't mix
I
that
didn't
up.
know if you I didn't know if you were trying to do something there next to one of the rigs.
Oh, I mean, I have in the past, but never during tournament time, man. Tournament time, we're taking stuff pretty serious. Like,
No,
yeah.
important.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it. Now, explain this to me because all the years that we traveled at night, we were
hmm
10 knotting it. Are you guys 10 knotting it? Or you putting your hat on backwards and lighting your hair on fire?
I try never to do that, man, if I can help it. There are times where you need to get on down the road. Maybe the
Uh-huh.
weather pattern is bad or whatever, and you need to go. But most of the time it's 10 knotting it. I try to do two guys on a wheel watch,
Okay.
and I sleep in the bridge, so I got my people trained up that if they see something that you know they're worried about or I wake up. I'm not one of those guys that's just going to sleep. I know what it's like if something's going to happen. I want to be
Yeah,
up and
wake
at
me
them.
up.
So wake me up, and that's always worked good for me. I usually have one crew member, and then one of which I say our guests, man. They're it's the owners, family, and they've been fishing so many times, man. They're basically crew themselves.
Well, that's
So.
important. They take it just as seriously as you guys do.
Yeah, and then having two guys and then everybody getting rest. I mean, it wasn't that long ago when I was, in my 20s, I would stay up the entire tournament and fish and man, that ain't safe, dude.
It's
I want
crazy.
I
No.
wanted to win, and I was trying to make a name for myself and man, I could feel like after week 4 doing that, ooh, not good for you. Not healthy, man.
No. No,
So,
you
I
got to
got
take
older and
care.
smarter. So,
I don't know if I've
yeah,
gotten smarter. I'm not as dumb. How's that? I don't know if I've gotten smarter, but I'm definitely not as dumb.
right. Oh, if you can get, 5, 6 hours a night as a crew member, oh man, that's everything, dude. You're
That's
so much
golden.
mentally sharper, and yeah, that's important, man.
What? Speaking of sleep, what about if a crew's tired and you want to take a little nap during the day?
Well, my guys usually get about 5 to 6 hours a night, so
They're
they
usually
don't
pretty
get
good.
tired. Yeah, they're
Okay.
good, man. Plus,
Okay.
all the men I've worked with so far,
Uh-huh.
dude, had that dog in them, dude. They are
Okay.
just bad to the bone, like ready for action at any time. I haven't worked with a guy that's like, oh, I can't, I gotta sleep. Like, nah, you ain't gonna make it here. You know.
No, listen, that's good. And I asked the question as a 52-year-old man, but I remember what it was like being in my 20s. I'd wake up at 2:45 in St. Thomas,
Mhm.
and sometimes we didn't get to bed until 10,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
9:30, 10 o'clock, and you just, but being 20 years old is a whole different thing, man.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole
Yeah.
different thing.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised this year I made it to New Year's.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah, I didn't. No way. We'll
We
see
were
y'all
watching
tomorrow.
we were watching The Matrix, and
There you go.
uh, it was myself, my girlfriend, and one of her friends. We're all watching The Matrix. I had cooked a big old uh, Chinese dinner on the hibachi on the Blackstone.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. I love that too.
Oh my gosh. I
Nice.
love my Blackstone, man.
Oh
I
yeah.
so I made some Singapore made fun. I made some fried rice. During the week I had made oh my God. In Thai they call it mudang. Mudang is the red
Ooh, dang that
barbecue.
good.
At
Oh yeah.
Mudang, it was so good, man.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
that red barbecue pork, the Chinese
Oh
barbecue
yeah.
pork. So I
Okay.
I marinated it for a couple of days, and then I roasted it, and then once it got chilled, I chopped it up so I could have those little itty bitty pieces in the fried rice with chicken and shrimp, and I made the mei
Oh yeah.
fun. So yeah, that we were doing that, and my girlfriend's friend, she's like, "Hey, stop the movie for a second." I'm like, and we're all, we're all in our 50s. I'm like, "What is it, bathroom break?" And she's like, "No, it's 11:59." I was like, "Well, I'll be a son of a bitch. I
Nice.
stayed up till midnight."
Heck yeah.
That hasn't happened in probably like 6 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's why for me, I'm always the guy that cooks. I did it on the real tight. I love taking care of people. I love feeding people. When I go hunting, that's my job. I'm like, guys, how many days we going? Where I'll take care of food.
I
You
got you
just,
covered. Oh yeah.
yeah. And
That's
but I'm
awesome.
also like my old fishing days. The reason I like to cook is, especially out at the camp, I'm not staying up till 11 o'clock at night. Oh
Oh
no,
yeah.
I'm coming back in from the hunt and we eat dinner and we go to, or at
Yeah.
least you can stay up all you want. I don't know about you. I don't drink, so I'm not hanging out. I'm going to sleep. I got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning again. I want a good night's sleep.
Oh yeah. I want to hunt. That's what we're here for.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
the same thing. It's the same thing about fishing. That's why I kind of always
Oh yeah.
been. I'm in charge of cooking because I know
Cool.
no, we're not hanging out drinking and talking for 2 hours and then cooking. No, I'm cooking. And then if you want to stay up and drink, drink. I don't care.
Yeah. See you later. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So that's important to me.
well, good deal.
Yeah. So, um, what was I going to ask you? Um, being that we brought up hunting and you got in between your fishing days, tell me a little bit about your hunting season.
Oh, I got to do something I'd never done before this year. It was incredible. There's another fisherman named Jeremy Washington. He works on
Uh-huh.
another boat, and he leaves around September to go, hunt in Canada, go duck
Uh-huh.
hunting, goose hunt in Canada. And I got to go up there and hunt with him this year. That was crazy, man. Everybody should go check out. If you're into waterfowl hunting, it Canada's amazing, man. That was so much
Tell me,
fun.
tell me about it.
Well, we flew into Saskatchewan, and
Okay.
then we drove about 2 hours north to like a little town called Mayfair, and
Mm-hmm.
he has a cool setup, man. It was like it look it looks kind of like an old school like dorm, and it's like multiple houses in one. Not like a duplex, but it was like a really nice hunting camp to stay in, like a
Mm-hmm.
lodge. And man, we just go out every morning, and he had two trailers set up with trucks, and we'd set up a blind, set up our 200 decoys, and man, we were crushing them, dude. It was so much fun, and you don't even get wet. It's in a field, like every waterfowl hunt I've ever done. You're wearing waders and freezing cold. No, dude, this was hunting your hoodie and a pair of tennis shoes. It was awesome.
Man, that's like gentleman fishing.
Oh man, we were laughing, having fun the whole time, talking smack to each other about who's shooting the best, who shot that duck. It was cool, man. That hunting in
That's what I
Canada, awesome.
yeah. That's what I like about duck hunting is the fact that you're just unlike deer hunting where you gotta be quiet
Yeah.
and you're all by yourself. But when you're duck hunting, that's hilarious.
Oh, we're
That
having a ton of fun. Hey, yeah. Yeah, and all the guys that I went with, they're all good at wing shooting, and it's cool to see like 20 geese come in and nobody leaves alive. It's incredible. Yeah.
Man, stack them up like cordwood.
Oh yeah, man. That guy runs a top-notch operation, man. Yeah.
Cool.
Jeremy
And
Washington. Yeah.
we'll have to get him on the podcast sometime. Talk about
Oh,
some of
you
that
should,
duck
man.
hunting.
Oh, he's an incredible person, man. Yeah, you'd like
Yeah,
him.
I'd love to. I'd love to. Here's my thing with duck hunting. I don't trust myself enough to go by myself. Meaning here in Florida,
Yeah.
we have so many different kinds of ducks. You're only
Hmm.
allowed one wood duck and one model duck and one this. Man, it's a
Right.
duck. I'm shooting that motherfucker.
Oh
You
yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
I like to go with friends that know, oh, shoot that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'll blast them. I don't care.
Oh, it's a ton of fun, man. You got to go up to Canada and see that. I mean, you're
Yeah,
already going up there to go tuna fishing, right? You just hop across and
bro.
go do that on your way home.
Let me tell you, I wish I like to eat goose. I don't. That Canadian goose ain't. It's too greasy for me.
Get a little
Uh,
greasy. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. Even ducks are a little bit for me. You know who makes a mean duck?
Who's
Is
that?
That's exactly who it is. The who that?
Yeah. Who
Uh,
that?
who that?
No, I
He
like eating ducks, man. I'd
he
make it where
makes.
you like it.
What's your favorite way?
Man, I like to take them and I like to marinate them with Sprite. I put like a little bit of like Moors and Sprite in a bag, and it kind of breaks them down a little bit. And
Hmm.
then I like to pound them out flat with one of those meat hammers, and then I roll them up with like banana peppers or jalapenos and a bacon. It's Man, it's incredible, dude. You,
Really?
if you were not to know that was a duck, like you wouldn't believe it.
And you put
It's
it on
good.
the grill, or how do you?
On the grill, dude. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
okay, yeah. Man. That sounds good.
Oh, it's good, man. It's
That
awesome.
sounds good.
I'm not
Who
really
that?
into like that. Yeah, that
You
skin and
picked
all
it
that
out
stuff off.
fast, man.
Oh yeah.
What? Yeah. Again, I've had it plenty of. Actually, I don't know. Do you know pork chop?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Eric Leach. Eric
Oh hell
Lee.
yeah, I know Eric Leach, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude. That's another guy I look up to, man.
him and I worked on the real tight 9.5 years. Oh, who
Oh
was I
yeah, I
talking
remember.
to
I didn't
yesterday?
know his name was Pork Chop, man.
Yeah,
Makes sense though.
well, so I don't want to say that he came from a privileged life. But I want to be very, very careful how I describe this when I say he comes from a privileged life. His
Yeah.
father being the president of IGFA for so long, he
Right.
had access to so many good fishermen. So he started traveling all over the world as a kid, which I
Yeah.
never, and by no means, I'm not showing any enviousness of this whatsoever, tongue in cheek anyway. But
Yeah.
I got a chance to meet him when he was 18 years old, and
That's
I
cool,
was,
man.
I don't know how old I was. I think I was like 23 or 24. I was in Venezuela. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about how I saw him stumbling down the road. Oh, did I say that out loud? Uh, I used to
Sorry,
tell
you're
stuff.
probably stumbling too
Oh
back
my
then.
God, back then. Um, but he started, as soon as he graduated from high school, he's like, I know what I want to be. I want to be a fisherman.
Nice.
So he
Still
goes
is.
out and
Yeah.
yeah, he still is, but he gets the job on the French Look.
Oh
So
yeah.
when he's 18 years old, they go down to Brazil.
Oh man,
And
I'd love to go there, dude. Oh, that would be so sweet.
oh my God. So as an 18-year-old, he goes down to Brazil, unbelievable fishing. I mean, the home of where the world record Atlantic blue marlins caught. And back
Yeah.
then, he was
Yeah.
thin. Even his dad the other day said something on Facebook about him not being thin.
Ooh.
Actually,
Yeah.
he's like, "Who's that skinny guy on the right?" I'm like, "I don't. I see three skinny guys that I don't recognize."
Oh yeah.
And the story was, James Roberts said, "Man, them Brazilian girls looked at you like you were the last pork chop on a plate." and
Oh, okay.
that's how
That
the name
stuck.
stuck. Yeah, so
Yeah.
even as in my phone, he's as pork chop.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
And
change it in my phone now. I gotta put pork chop now. Now that I know what
put
it means.
yeah. So but yeah, man, when he was I was telling somebody, who did I tell? Again, it's not important. We shared a
Yeah.
bunk, we shared a bunk room for 9.5 years. You know, when he first got
Yeah.
the job on the real tight, I'm in bed
Oh yeah.
again. I'm in
That's close
bed.
brothers there. Yeah, at that point. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And opens the door. He's like, "Hey man, do you mind if I crash with you tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, no big deal." Little did I know
Yeah.
that was going to last me for 9.5 years. But no,
That's
we
cool.
had a good time. We all had a good
I
time
bet,
together
man.
fishing together. We had
I
so
remember seeing y'all back in the day, man. Y'all were like the hottest thing, dude. It was so cool. I remember watching y'all. Y'all were in Bermuda, and I was working with Scott Murray, and y'all were riding on the way in, like spraying the boat off on the way in. I'm like, oh man, that is badass. Like I'm spraying my boat off tomorrow on the way in after seeing that.
we had that thing down to a science.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Y'all are the crew to try to beat, man. That was so cool.
we our goal was always to have the boat completely clean and chamoised by the time you tie it up. That was our
That's
goal
awesome.
every day, every day.
Oh yeah,
You know, but we fished long, hard days.
absolutely.
You know, so you want to get everything done so you can take a shower, eat dinner, go to bed, do it again.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
remember, man, y'all had a crazy hookup ratio when y'all were down there. Y'all were freaking crushing it, dude. That was so fun. So much fun to watch, man. I looked up to y'all so much, man. That was
well,
cool.
I appreciate it. I enjoyed it, and listen, even to this day, I tell everybody I am still riding the coattails of those days. I'm
That's
still
cool. Yeah.
riding the coattails. I mean, all this stuff I'm doing now with this podcast and going to the places I go to, uh,
Yeah.
I talk about the things that I learned while I was on that boat.
Hmm.
You
Oh yeah.
know, that those are the things I'm just trying to, you know, even as I'm older,
Right.
um, yeah, and I want to share them. It's important to me to share them. One of my
Right.
it's a Bible verse, and I'm not trying to get biblical or
Oh,
I
let her
don't know.
rip, dude.
Yeah,
What you got?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Bible verse that says it is our responsibility when we get to a new level to reach behind us and help those behind us. And I live by that every day. Every
Yeah.
day I live by that. And it's very important to me, number one, uh, because the big man upstairs is watching. But
Yeah.
also
Yeah. Oh
because
yeah.
it makes me feel good. I have a lot of people. I keep saying kids. I have some actually. I have a mentee that's your age, and I remember when he was 14 years old, helping him out with stuff. You know,
Nice.
but now he's a grown up. He's a captain. He's got a family, and I absolutely love it. And there's even I've got kids that are 9 and 10 years old that are uh I have a I have a 12-year-old. He's the son of a friend of mine. He calls me Uncle Fly.
Right.
I got bazillions of kids that call me Uncle Fly, and it makes me so happy.
That's cool.
Uh, but
Oh yeah.
I love the fact my buddy's kid called him and his dad called me up the other day. He wants to go uh, to a military academy. He wants to go to either West Point or the Naval Academy, and
That's cool. Yeah.
he's in eighth grade and seventh or eighth grade, and so they called me up. Hey, he's like, go ahead, tell Fly what you want. He calls me Tio Fly, which is Spanish for Uncle Fly, and he goes,
Oh yeah.
Tio Fly. I want to go to a military academy, and my dad says that I should talk to you about who I should get to recommend me, that I need to talk
Yeah.
to a congressman or to a senator. Can you help me?
Going big.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I go, I got the guy, you
Nice.
know, and that makes me feel good because again, I mean,
Yeah.
it's our responsibility. Like you were talking about your kids that work for you. it's our responsibility as a boat captain to help those guys down in the pit because we know what it's like.
Well, I try to do what, Scott did for me when I worked for Scott Murray. At first I thought he was just being hard on me, and then I realized like, oh, this guy's schooling me up. And he did, man. And he's still my mentor today. We talk all the time. And now I got the opportunity to do that with my guys. One of my crew members, he just left to go be a captain on the All In, which is one of the top boats in the Gulf. And man, I'm so happy for him. So we're definitely going to miss him on the boat, but I look forward to seeing him do good.
How cool is that? That's just a great, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, his
It's a
name's
great,
Hunter Smith, man. He's going to be a good one.
I'm going to remember that name. I'm going to
Oh
remember
yeah,
that name.
he's going to be a
I'm sure
competitor.
I'm going to hear his voice one day.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's on the all in, so he's going to
hey
be a good one.
Fly, I'm hooked up. All right.
Yeah,
I
hopefully he's
oh
sending you 100.
I I forget who it was, and I please
Yeah,
forgive me if he's listening. I can't remember his name, but I remember vividly last year they fished the World Cup and the Golf Cup.
right.
And it was his first time as captain. He had fished it like 2 or 3 years as a deckhand. And he called me up,
Yeah,
hey, my boss wants to fish the World Cup and the Golf Cup, and I'm not really sure what to do. And I'm like, come on, bro, let's do this. Let's do it together.
catch the
And
biggest fish in the world, dude. That's all you got to do.
yeah, but he didn't. I mean, it's a different tournament than most
Oh
tournaments
yeah,
where you go to the tent or you go to the convention room and you sign up and they swipe the card. You got to jump online, you got to do all that. And how do you report your fish and where do you go
yeah,
into? So, I en I enjoyed helping him out. And,
yeah.
but he was the young deckhand of somebody like you. And, that's important. It really is.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
oh yeah,
absolutely love it. If anything, since I've started fishing less and doing more of the promotions and helping all the
right.
I don't get the chance to meet the young guys like I used to.
Yeah.
And that kind of bothers me. But at the same time, when they call me, I mean, this is a good example. I mean, you're talking about back in the day in Bermuda.
Yeah.
Um, and I, I love still helping everybody else along. It's important because there was guys, Cujo?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well,
Yep.
Cujo was one of the guys that helped me.
Well, that's awesome. Oh
I
yeah.
was a young punk, and he got me my first job to go to St. Thomas, my first job to go to Panama.
Hmm.
Uh, he called me up. We were hanging out. We're talking. I'm like, man, I just want to travel. And he goes, hey, I just got a call. You want it? I'm like, absolutely. I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
okay, let's do it. And
He's a great guy, man. He's a ton of fun too. I like hanging out with him a lot.
whoa,
Good
bro,
fisherman too, man.
unbelievable fisherman.
Oh yeah.
I learned so much fishing with him.
Yeah.
And he was one of those guys. And again, we've never fished together, so I don't know exactly how your program is. But with Cujo's program, it was tough to know when you were doing good or bad, because no matter what you did, he was laughing at you.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
so man, if you do something good, yeah, all right, good. And if you fucked up, if you did something stupid, he just starts giggling. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's so funny? Really? Like again,
Oh yeah.
we've stood next to each other. I'm a little vertically challenged. I'm not 6 foot. I'm 5'8". So as a young deckhand, you got a rod in the rod holder, and
Oh yeah.
as an older guy, you put it in free spool, you lower that swivel down to where it's at your chest and you can look at it. But as,
Yeah.
a 21-year-old, you're still trying to jump up and hold on to that thing over your head. And he starts laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? He goes, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like, put that thing in free spool and lower it. And
Oh yeah.
it's like this aha moment. I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Well, because you're 21 years old and
Oh
uh,
yeah.
you don't think like that.
Oh, as a young guy too, man. If they're giving you shit, they like you. They want to keep
Oh,
you around. If they're getting after you, you just go ahead and man up and take it because they like you.
Well, but you don't realize that when you're young.
Oh yeah, it's when they get quiet. That's when you're like, oh no.
Yeah, as a kid you think, hey man, he's quiet. I must be doing good. No, you don't want that. You want somebody fucking with you.
Yeah, you want to mess with you a little bit. Yeah, oh
You
yeah,
you want him to you want him teasing you. It happens to me all. Well, I'm gonna so throw her under the bus. My girlfriend. We've been together 9.5 years, and love her to
almost as
death.
long as pork chop.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Oh
Baby, you
yeah,
just passed somebody. I always tease her because as far as man and woman couple, this is the longest relationship I've ever had in my life. I've never been married. I have no children. Uh, as a fisherman, going back to what you said, you're on the road.
yeah,
And it doesn't matter whether if you're at home or you're on the
right.
road. When you're gone, it's tough on a relationship, and it's really, really tough. So,
Oh yeah, you got to have the
it,
right woman, man. Oh yeah.
man, it's so important. It
Hmm.
really, really is. And even now, I'm on the road as much as I was when I was working on boats, if not maybe
Well,
more.
right.
So she puts up with that, and I love her to death because of it. I love her to death for a lot of other reasons, but I love her to
Yeah.
death because she doesn't. I'm gonna go. I come back to this story right here. How much I love her to death about me traveling, but let me finish this point. Um, I I tease her all the time. I'm like, babe, you're the second longest relationship I've ever had. And she's like, I thought I was the longest. I go, no, Captain Eddie is the longest at 14 years, man.
Right.
Me and
Right.
Captain Eddie were together for 14 years.
Yeah.
So, but going back to how she, and I'm going to say this, puts up with me traveling. I had spent six
Mhm.
weeks in Canada giant tuna fishing. I came home for like 4 days and I jumped on a plane and I went to the Great Barrier Reef for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And no complaints, no nothing. And then I got an email from the University of China, Beijing, asking me if I wanted to speak at their tourism forum. And I'm like, really? She goes, they're like, yeah. And so I called them up and I'm like, hey, what's the deal? They're like, listen, we'll fly you from Florida all the way to China, and we'll fly you all the way back if you'll speak. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I'll do that. That's not a problem.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so I says the only thing is I'm not in Florida. I'm in Australia, and it just so happens the days that I finish fishing is literally like a week before what you need me for. So
Meant to be,
um,
dude. Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's meant to be. The only thing is I got to stop in Hong Kong to get
Hmm.
clothes because all I had was board shorts and t-shirts. I had no dress clothes whatsoever. But I have the owner of the Fragrant Harbor. He used to be the chief of police in Hong Kong, and he's a friend of mine. So I
Yeah.
knew that Hong Kong is like the home of the best tailors in the world. So I
Oh, I
got,
bet. Yeah.
oh, bro, I got like two pants, a suit, three
Got
shirts.
them threads on, boy.
Yeah, for
Oh
like
yeah.
200 bucks.
Nice.
So here I call my girlfriend and have you fished on the reef?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so cell
Yeah,
service
I did
ain't
a whole
very
season
good.
there.
Cell
Oh, I had
service
no
ain't
cell
very good on
service.
the
Yeah, I had
yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
The only time I had cell service, decent cell service, is when you first wake up in the morning before anybody else gets up, like 4:30,
Hmm.
5 o'clock,
Yeah.
and it was spotty at best.
Yeah.
Spotty at best. And so I
Hmm.
call her up and I'm like, babe, so I got this email and I went through the whole thing like I just told you about these people from China. I'm like, I just want to talk to you
Yeah.
about, is my dates of coming home is going to be like 10 days longer. She goes, please tell me you told them yes. I go, absolutely. I told them yes, I'm going. She goes, okay, good. Don't tell me you're waiting for
Cool.
me to give you permission.
Got a
Absolutely.
good woman, man. That's great. Hell, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't know you fished. Tell me about your time on the reef. Who'd you fish with? And tell me about your season down
I
there.
fished with Brett Alty on the Mistress.
Okay.
It was like a 56 foot, and it was built in New Zealand. That's the first boat. It was called Glass Over Timber, and you open up the the like the bilge hatches, and man, you see the plywood through the glass. I was like, this is crazy, but man, that was an extremely well built boat, and fishing with Brett was amazing, man. It was a ton of fun. I we caught 55 blacks that season, and I think we caught like six blues in that season. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that year, it was 2012. He got um the most tagged black marlins in the Pacific. So that was
Wow.
neat to be a part of that. Yeah,
Cool.
I had a great time, man. It was incredible. Yeah.
Cool. What was the highlight of the trip?
We caught one fish that he called 1,100 pounds. I mean, that thing was giant, dude. I'd never seen anything like it.
Didn't dry him off?
No. And he said I could dry one off if it was over a grand. And then he told me afterwards, but he had his reasons, I'm sure, man. He didn't want to kill it or whatever. But maybe I kind of deserve what happened to me, man. This is kind of messed up, but you know how fishermen like to have a good time. Well, we're going along, and we got the big bait, and it's on the right, and then we had the swim bait on the left, and I'm sitting on the side, and I see the fish come up on the big bait, and I'm like, on the right, mate, on the right. And dude, the mate we had two of us. He went to the side I was sitting on. I went to the side that he was sitting on, and the fish came up and ate it, dude. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm bit. And it was on his rod, and man, he was pissed. He was pissed about that. But man, it was so much fun, dude. It was worth it. I mean, that's once in a lifetime fish for me. You know, I don't know if I'll ever be able to make it back to the reef. They asked me to go back, but I got married and got a family, so you know, don't really have
How many
time
how
to
many
go.
ki- how many kids do you have now?
I have four. I have two girls and two boys.
My man,
Oh
you
yeah,
have no TV in your house.
honestly, man, we try not to do the TV thing. Yeah, we don't really
That's
get into that.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Um,
Well, listen, I know what you're doing if you're not watching TV. You're making babies. That's a
oh,
good
I think
thing.
I'm done. She said she wanted five, and I'm like, man, I don't know. This is a little bit
What?
overwhelming right now. Because I mean, once you have over two, dude, there's always one going roamer. Now we got two going crazy. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
But they they
how
all
old are
love
they?
fishing. And we got 10, 8, 6, and then about to be three.
Okay.
So yeah.
Man, that's way cool. And they all like to fish and hunt and all that.
Oh yeah, my son, the you his name's Zane, and he's 6. Dude, he's eat up with it. Like I come to work, he's crying if he can't come down here with me. He wants to
Really?
go. Yeah, and he's tough too, man. We went duck hunting together. He falls in the water about every time. It'll be super cold outside, and I'll tell him, man, quit messing around. You're gonna fall in the water. Sooner or later, he falls in. But he never cries about it, and he never bitch about being cold. So he's a good hunting buddy.
No, no, no crying, man. There's no crying in baseball.
No, man. Or marlin
It,
fishing. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I've come close to crying a couple times in marlin fishing.
Oh, for sure.
I've come close. Your bottom lip starts quivering on some of them.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I've had some of those. Actually, I had one in Australia. Well, a fish like yours, we called it 1100. Got the leader on it, and I was
Mhm.
on a gaff, and the other mate was on a gaff, and Tara. I don't know if you know Tara Thompson.
No.
Uh, I was fishing with Spera, and
Okay. I knew that. I've
you
heard that name. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So, um, I was gonna I was gonna gaff it on one side, and Mick was gonna gaff it on the other side, and she grabbed the leader and flipped the fish. It jumped at the boat one time, then came back up and got wrapped on something, and we fought it for like
Yeah.
3.5 hours,
Mhm.
and uh, we had a one-legged one-legged South African guy in the chair, super cool dude, and. Um,
Oh, that had to have been brutal to fight a fish with it being off balance like that.
Oh, we had to take his prosthetic off once because he started to bleed. Yeah, because he was wearing on him so much.
Yeah.
And I let him rest the
What a
rod on.
badass dude though to get to that point where like you're bleeding and you're like, no, I'm not stopping.
This guy was the real deal.
That's
He was
cool.
the real deal. And the man, it's so heartbreaking. And again, we should probably I want to talk to you about something else, and then we'll bring this topic up.
Okay.
Uh, you can see on the screen because we would have the depth recorder on in the salon, so you can see it. It's dark, and whatever time it was, 7 o'clock. I can't remember exactly what time, but it was dark. Sun had
Yeah.
set, and we're fighting this fish. But you're looking at the depth sounder, and you can see the sharks literally
Oh, you
50
see him
feet.
coming, dude. Yeah.
Man, they're underneath the boat. There's just a line of them. They've learned uh, not to even chase the fish. Just wait. You're going to bring it up to them. And sure enough, we brought it up and
Yeah.
boom, gone.
Gone. Dang.
Bro, that bottom lip of mine started quivering. I was, ah,
I
man,
got to see some of that when I was in Australia, man. Them sharks are freaking brutal there.
they're
We had
brutal.
one lady, she was fighting a fish and it got eaten by a tiger shark. And
Hmm.
somehow we got the tiger shark on and getting him up there on the wire. And those bronze whalers were coming up and biting that tiger shark. I was like, this is amazing. I think that was the only time on the wire where I was like, I don't know about this, man. This is kind of crazy, but them sharks rolling on top of that tiger. Yeah, that was wild.
It's again, it's like Jurassic Park. I had
Oh, I
somebody,
love it.
it was Sparrow. I would sit in the tower with him all day long. I'd sit in the tower and eat gummy anything, gummy frogs, gummy bears, gummy worm. We just sit there all day long and watch baits and eat gummies.
Oh, yeah.
Eat gummies. Absolutely
Cool,
loved it.
man.
I had a great time. He's a phenomenal guy. I had so much. Actually, one of my favorite memory on the reef was with him. I have this thing. I love teasing people about when they have long hair, and
Okay.
it's just like, come on, man. We're trying to be professionals here. Cut your hair. And
Yeah.
says me that I literally I just got a haircut today because I was getting I'm like, damn it, I got a lot of work to do. But then somebody invited me to go to Trump's golf course on Monday. I'm like, I
Got to
I
tighten
can't
up.
I got to
Yeah.
tighten up. I can't go looking like this. And I'm fishing the next few days and then the weekend, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get a haircut. So I go in and got a haircut. But anyway, so Spare's like, I'm tired of you teasing me about my hair. You can cut my hair. So he
Oh,
comes,
dear.
he's got a pair of trimmers and he puts the number 3 guard on it. And he's just like, just give me a buzz cut. So I get about, I don't know, a third of the way through, and he has that real fine hair. So
Yeah.
it kept clogging up the clippers.
Yeah.
So I keep hitting, and I go,
See ya.
there goes the guard. And
Oh, yeah.
normally, as you know, on the reef, a lot of times you're in like 20 foot of water. Not a big deal. Jump in, go get it. No, no, I forget which ribbon we were behind. We're like a
Yeah.
90 foot. And I'm like, I'm not gonna go get that motherfucker.
No, that's too far, dude. Yeah.
And just as that thing goes in the water, who's pulling? You know Bo Jennings?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, his dad pulls up. He goes,
You got a
mate.
spare three blade, mate?
He goes, mate, did you need
Yeah.
that? And Sparrow goes, what the fuck did you do? I'm
Nice.
like, we got to go bare balls, brother.
Oh, yeah. Should have gave him a mohawk or something. That'd have been cool.
It was hilarious. It was downright hilarious. So that to me, it was great fishing. I had a great time. But that
Yeah.
was probably one of my most memorable things because that's just one of those, uh,
Oh, yeah.
you fucking idiot.
Boy, that being behind the reef, though, man, that was incredible.
Bro, some of the
Hanging out at
best
night. And,
nights.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Cooking
fun.
and telling stories and yeah, it
I
was
kept getting in trouble for feeding those potato cods, our chop offs. And dude, those
yeah.
things are so aggressive, dude. You could open the door and kind of, get them up next to the boat and look at them. That was cool. I loved it.
That's yeah, that's totally different, man. It really
Yeah.
is. It's kind of like glamping.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
kind
yeah.
of, listen, you got running water and you got a generator, but you're camping, man. It's rough.
Oh, it's rough, man. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
rough. It gives you that
Shoot, we
whole,
we turned our generator off every night. We just open up the bow hatches and
you know
it was
what?
no generator every night.
Come to think of it, I think we did the same thing.
Yeah,
You know
conserve
what?
fuel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. We because I would get out again. I'm just an early riser. I go to sleep early. I wake up early.
Hmm.
And now come to think about it, every time I come out, I just walk out the door and take a leak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's a cool place, man.
yeah, it,
What a great fishery. That's my favorite way to fish too, is bait fishing. I mean, getting to rig all those baits and stuff. It was an incredible time in my life, man. That was fun.
yeah, and it's not like rigging ballyhoos, man. It's a whole nother,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's a whole nother thing, man. It really is. When you start rigging 20 and 30 pound mackerels and
Hmm.
scads and,
Oh yeah.
uh,
I love rigging scads, man. That was fun.
oh, it's so much fun. It really is. It really is. I absolutely enjoyed my time down there, and I was asked to go down this year, and I didn't have the time. I really
Yeah.
went even if it was only I wasn't going to stay for 6 weeks. I couldn't get the time. I had too much shit going on, but it was so fucking cool.
Is that your favorite place you fished, or do you
Oh
have any
no no
favorite
no
place?
no no no, not even close. My favorite place to fish, hands down, Venezuela.
Man, I hope
Venezuela.
I get to go there. I started the year after Scott got back from Venezuela, and there was all the political turmoil and stuff, and never went back. I'd love to go do that one time, man. Go see
You
that.
might have
Maybe it'll happen.
Na-
So
Listen, if you would have asked me this question a week ago, I would have said, "Well, I hope one day." Now,
yeah,
I feel more
possibility.
comfortable. I feel more comfortable after what happened this weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
that place is like Jurassic, not Jurassic Park, National Geographic's.
Well, I love that, man. That is so awesome. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, we were back then. We were rigging about 150 baits a day, anywhere between 100 and 150 baits a day,
Nice.
and some days you couldn't keep. It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I have a
From all
picture.
billfish or just like
No,
all kinds of
everything.
stuff.
But
Yeah.
still,
Right.
especially in the fall. In the spring, it was more of a blue marlin bite.
Yeah.
Um, you might get 15 blue marlin bites a day, and a handful of sails. But in the fall with the white marlins, yeah, you'd get
Hmm.
50 to 60 billfish bites a day,
Cool.
and
That's all.
you throw Dorados on there, Wahoos, tunas. And when I say tunas, we're not talking about 30 pounders. We're talking
Yeah.
about 150, 200 pounders.
Golly. And what
That
size tackle are you using? Like
we were
30s and stuff?
using, no, we were using 22 speeds. We were
Oh,
back then. Yeah, we were
yeah.
using TLD 22 speeds. Again,
Nice.
I'm dating myself.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
dating myself.
that's one of the best reels ever made, I think, man. Them things are
Dude, those
incredible.
things
You
were,
still see them around today.
I got six in my closet.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Listen, we don't know if the zombie apocalypse happens and I got to come out of retirement. I got to dust that shit off.
Oh yeah, that's a great reel, man.
I
Them
don't
things
know
are
how to
awesome.
I don't know how to rebuild a Talica, but one of them
Who got that? The
TLDs,
TLDs? Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, damn straight. Yeah, no, that place was off. To show you how good the fishing was, there was and anybody who's been there, there was where we were at, we were in La Jolla Marina. The marina right next door, or it wasn't a marina, it was a house.
Yeah.
And rich guy owned the house, but there was a family that would take care of it. And the
Hmm.
eldest brother, Antonio, he was Robbie Moore's mate back in the day. And he was a commercial fisherman.
Right.
And his other brother, not sure, there was four boys, but every Saturday, like clockwork,
Okay.
their father had a 35 Bertram, And every Saturday they'd go out and they go bottom fishing. The
Nice.
dad would run the Bertram, and then the four boys, all they do is catch fish, and that's what they'd feed all five families. The dad and all four
Yeah.
boys had, kids, the whole nine yards. Well, one day we're coming in and they walk off three swordfish before they start taking off all their snappers and groupers. And I
Yeah.
go, Antonio, I go, I thought you hated fishing for swordfish. He goes, these motherfuckers were eating the groupers on the way up.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
they
Yeah.
were
Oh yeah.
they were eating the groupers on the way up. It was amazing.
That's
Yeah,
amazing, man.
the fishing down there is it's just it really truly is amazing. Uh,
Wow.
it's everything very similar to what you guys have in the Gulf because there's great bottom fishing.
Mhm.
Um, there's great everything, bill fishing, but yeah, it was just a cool place. I loved it. I learned so much down there. And I was working for Captain Billy Bohr. I don't know if you knew Billy, but
I've heard his name
actually,
before. I don't know.
Billy used to run the Gulf Rascal.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hatteras dealer out of there. And anyway, I learned so much about fishing multiples. How it wasn't catching the first fish that was important. Once you
Right.
hook the first fish, it's how do you turn one into four?
That's
That,
one aspect of my game I'd like to get better at.
oh my
That's
God.
awesome.
I listen, Billy was phenomenal with that. What are
Oh
you
man, it's cool.
doing? I'm trying to get this out of the way. Don't get it out of the water. Get around
Yeah.
and put it back up in the rigger. It's like, yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
That's cool.
sir. It got to the point where uh, I would keep him out there so long that even once he would put it in reverse or we're just drifting, I wouldn't pull things out of the water until he told me because I didn't want him to say, "Hey, how come
Hey,
the
what are you
bait's not
doing?
in the water?" And bro,
Yeah.
sometimes especially you get a blue marlin that's down digging deep, or especially during the white marlin season where a bait's just
Yeah.
sitting there, and it's like at least you're still fishing.
Yeah. Did you ever
You know,
catch
you,
one in reverse? Like one's behind or the front of the
bro.
boat? Yeah.
In reverse, you go because it was me and Randy Yates. So
Okay.
it was one of us would go sit up on the bow, if, especially blue marlin, where you're
Yeah.
chasing them hard in reverse. You just sit up on the bow with a rod, trolling that bait backwards.
That's sick.
Just
That's so much fun.
oh my God, it was great. And we were on back then. I was on a 40-foot game fisherman. You're not talking about
Oh
an eight. It's not like the 80-foot reel tight where hold
yeah.
on, I'll be back there tomorrow.
Oh
No,
yeah.
it's fly, the leader's coming. You come run, you put the rod down, you grab the tag stick, wham.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. It was great. That's where I first learned how to throw rods over with polyballs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how I learned how to build the TLD so much because every time you dunked one, you
Oh
had to
yeah.
take
You're
it apart.
rebuilding. Oh
Yeah, you
yeah.
got to rebuild. But my boss, he wanted back then he wanted to win uh, top Atlantic angler and top blue marlin tagger. So it was important. Listen, if you got two or three blue marlins on, he wants to catch them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So which was the next thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
I had the pleasure last year of handing you and your crew multiple awards at the Billfish Foundation dinner.
Yeah.
Um, and I was right before and even though we talked about, hey, maybe we'll jump on earlier, I was on a call with Peter Chabanzai from the Billfish
Hmm.
Foundation until like 10
Yeah.
minutes before we got on. And I'm like, I told him, I said, hey man, I got to get off. I'm doing a podcast with Chase. And he's, oh man, tell Chase. Actually, he said, tell Mr. Lake I said hello.
Cool. Yeah. I've been emailing back and forth. I wanted to see how we did in the golf competition. There's a guy down in Topeka, Mexico that was doing really well. I was waiting to see. I can't recall what his name was, but he was doing really well. I wanted to see how he did. So I can't wait
Have
to
you
see
ever
those results.
met him?
No, no.
Why don't,
Uh,
or
the,
have you ever talked to him?
the guy from Topeka, Mexico. I
Yeah.
can't recall what his name was, man, but I did message him. He never hit me up, but
Oh, okay. Okay.
he never hit me back. But man, I'd love to know how their fishing is down there because obviously he's doing really well. So
Yeah.
I'd like
And
to.
the only reason why I ask is now with cell phones and social media and all that, it's
Yeah,
so easy to pick up the phone and call somebody. Uh, and listen, this is a brotherhood. It's a fraternity, man. It don't matter where you go in the world.
yeah,
It's so cool. So I was just, most of the time when you're hearing your tag competition, the fact
mhm.
that somebody in Topeka, Mexico, which has, I believe they have a grander out of there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, they have a
saw it a
grander out
couple
of
years
there.
back. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So they've got great fishing down there. So I was just curious if you ever picked up the phone and there was a guy, rest his soul. He um, he called me up when I first started the Golf Cup. I started it back in 2012. And I think
mhm,
2014, he's like, man, I really want to fish it out of here. Really want to fish it out of here. And I'm like, hey, man, if you give me a certified scale and tell me like a
yeah,
port captain or a chief of police or somebody that's an official that's not on your boat, um,
mhm.
I'll give you guys an official way station. And he did. And he fished it
Oh,
one year. And unfortunately, later that year, he died in a plane crash.
oh man,
Yeah, it was a sad story. It really was. It was a
yeah,
sad story, but it was just so cool, you know. So
yeah, oh yeah,
I'm cheering for you, but
yeah.
I'd like to know who that is. It'd be kind of cool just to see who that is that's fishing down there.
Yeah, man, any kind of intel like that would be so neat. Just to see how his fishery is. Is he fishing rigs or do they
Uh,
fish just natural bottom or
I'll t-
you know?
I'll make you a deal. All right, and
Okay,
everybody that's listening, you can hold me to this. Let me find out who he is, and if I can figure out a way to
I'll
get
text you his
invited.
name whenever we get off of here. I'll text you his name.
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
also get it from Peter,
yeah, that
but
too. Yep.
maybe I can figure out a way and get us an invite to go fishing.
Oh man, that'd be killer. That'd be
Would
so much
you,
fun.
can I ask your wife for permission? Can you ask your wife for permission to go fishing down in
Oh, I
Tampico?
got I got a lady just like yours, man. She's super cool. She
Man,
wants me to do everything I can possibly do in this life, man. So
that's
yeah, she gonna say
the,
yes.
perfect. All right, then let me see if I can figure out. Let's track him down. You can give me his name, or I'll get it from Peter, and maybe we'll go down there and just take some cool pictures and see what they're doing.
And it'd be kind of cool to trade out. Maybe he can come up here. That'd be pretty neat.
I,
Let him see
I think.
let him see how we do it here too.
How's your taco eating ability?
Dude, come on, man. I'm good, dude. I'm telling you.
You
You can
sure?
eat spicy, dude. I eat spicy stuff like yeah. I'm a beast, man. I'm telling you. Like
No, no.
I got it.
Listen, I can see you. You're a beast, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But tell me who was it that got the team supreme on the tagging program? Was it your boss coming to you, or were you telling your boss, "Hey, this is something I'd like to do"?
Well, I had done it in the past, but in all honesty, like I had a mate, his name was Seth Brennan, and he was the most one of the most incredible people I ever fished with. And he fished with Kevin Dearman, and Kevin Dearman's big into it. And he brought it over here, and we started doing that. Seth Brennan's the one that got me fired up on that.
Nice,
Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
He's
Uh,
a
uh,
he's an incredible fisherman, man. That guy, we fished one season up in the Gulf, and we caught I want to say we caught 38 blues, and he only missed three all season out of that
really?
38. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
that's something to say.
yeah. That was an incredible run he had of just got him just about every time, man. It was cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, have you had any return to you?
No, no,
Really?
mm,
Okay.
no.
It's
You
not
would think
easy.
he would. I mean, as we're getting better at catching these fish, a lot of them are, not large. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're, they're in the 300-pound range, 200-pound range. and I think they'd be pretty subduable. But I don't know if people look for them. Like tagging's not a big thing in the Gulf. There's not a lot of boats that do it. I mean, I bet people don't even look, honestly.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have had, I think, six recovered.
Hmm.
And I think I've recovered either two or three. And the biggest issue with tags is they get growth on them. They get like grass, like
Yeah,
algae. So they
yeah,
blend
hard to
in with
see.
exactly.
Yeah, oh
So
yeah.
unless you have a fish that rolls or it's a brand new tag, it's really hard to see. I have a friend of mine who's a hand gear guy for swordfish, and
Hmm.
he's out of Stuart,
Yeah,
Florida. I point up here
yeah.
like everybody can see. Um, and he caught a fish, caught it, killed it, plugged it out, filled it with ice, put it in the box. Next day,
All right.
grabbed the fish, put it in the truck, uh, took it up to the fish house. And as the guy at the fish house is offloading it, he goes, "Hey man, did you see this tag in this swordfish?" Never saw the tag.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's hard to pick them out. Yeah, I could see that. I killed a tuna one time that had a tag in it. It was a satellite tag, and I didn't know it had a satellite tag until we pulled it out of the box to clean it.
wow.
You're in the moment and you're trying to get another bait in the water and all that. You don't really pay enough attention, but I bet there's a lot of fish that get caught that are tagged that just people don't notice. I bet
Number
that's a thing.
one is number one, it's not noticed. Another one, that same guy, Antonio in Venezuela. Um, I went to his workshop one time. His house, it had his workshop there where all his rods and reels and all his tackles, everything is in there. And he just wanted to show me his house. And um, he pulls out an old coffee can and he goes, "Oh, yeah, I
Uh-oh.
get these all the time." I'm
Yeah.
like, I look, I'm like, "Are those tags?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "How many are in there?" He goes, "Well, I got this and two other cans."
Oh my God.
Never returned any of them.
Just out of fear,
Just no, no, no. It
not
wasn't fear. He
having
just didn't
problems,
know
or
he just didn't know what to
oh, he
do
just
with
didn't know
them.
what. Yeah.
He didn't know what to do with them. He didn't speak English. He didn't read English. He goes out
Yeah.
there
Okay.
and, just a local Venezuelan fisherman and not like long lining. He was just rod and reel.
Wow. He probably had
Rod
that
and
eagle eye. He was like, "Oh yeah, that one's got one. Oh yeah,
bro, bro, he was good. No, well, mind you, he was selling everything. Every blue
yeah,
marlin, every sailfish, every white
hmm,
marlin, he sold everything.
yeah."
Bro, that's like a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Everything
Well,
goes to the
maybe he caught them
store.
all. Yeah.
Maybe, maybe
I
sooner or later
I
they
think it'd
all
be
end
neat.
up there.
I think it'd be neat if you caught one that you previously tagged. That would be neat to find
So
one like that.
that same buddy with the swordfish, that was
Yeah.
his tag. He had caught that
Awesome.
that fish a year and a half before. And I
Wow.
think I'd have to double check and maybe get him on the phone. I believe, I heard a story where there was a white marlin tagged by Jimmy Grant in Venezuela. Four
Uh,
years later, 4 years later, he caught it off Ocean City.
that's sick, dude. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
Anybody
I
that's
love hearing stories
listening,
like that.
if they can verify that, let me know. It's just a cool story.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool
Oh, what's the
story.
odds of that? Yeah. Get that tag
Yeah.
number, put it down as your lottery number, let her rip.
Do
Yeah.
something. Tattoo
Oh
that
yeah.
thing on something, man. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, we're
It's
trying our best to tag them, man. We love that part of it, and get your people involved. We let the owners and the owner's son and daughters swing the tag stick. It's pretty
no.
fun, man. It's a good time.
Yeah, you guys were up on stage a lot. Yeah, between you, your deckhand, I think it was the
Mhm.
boss's son. There was a lot of people up there.
He's an incredible boss's son, man. That guy's unbelievable fisherman. Yeah,
Man,
I'm
that's
so
good.
glad he's a part of the team, and he's getting to the point now where gotta go be a grown man and get a job. Can't fish with us every single weekend. And dude, I'm just sad because he operates a sonar quite a bit, and he's so coachable. Like you'll have a situation where maybe that fish went down or up or whatever, and you can ask him, "Hey man, look down," and he'll find it. It was so nice having him hold the remote and run it. So I got my hands full too. I'm pulling up teasers and doing everything I'm doing. Try not to hit the rig, try not to hit the boat.
Yeah, hitting the rig
Lining
is
up
not
on the
good.
fish. No, yeah, they frown upon that. So yeah, um, it's nice having a owner's son that's that involved, and you know, there's been a
That's
couple
good.
times he's caught 6, 7 blue marlins in a day with us. He's a beast.
Have you guys ever talked about doing any kind of satellite tagging?
We talked to Peter about it last year, and I sure
Okay.
would like to be a part of that. I really like to have the information from it, man. I love seeing where stuff goes. Not just to be a better fisherman, but just the curiosity of like, man, what do these things do? Because they
They
definitely
put
go somewhere.
well, here's the funny thing. We I say we as the Billfish Foundation, because I'm on the board of directors, we put
Mhm.
some information out on one of the fish that was tagged on one of these operations, and the fish never left the Gulf of Mexico for 365 days. Stayed there for 365 days.
Yeah,
Just kept feeding around an eddy. Just kept going around it, all on the edge. It was
just
so
making it
cool.
loop. Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was so cool. I would have thought at some point he'd get it and go out, but no, never left.
Wow. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we have an unbelievable amount of bait here, so I don't know why they would leave unless maybe the current took them somewhere. But I
So
mean,
yeah,
the bait fishing here is amazing.
I'd love to see you guys do it. It's a lot of fun. I've done it a few times. I've been on a lot of ends of it. The
Yeah.
deckhand, the captain, just a guest on the boat. Peter actually, the reason why I was talking to Peter, because last year he wanted me to go on all the different ones, but he always tells me like 2 months before. I'm like, Peter, you can't tell me 2 months before because I'm booked. So
Oh yeah.
he just gave me all the dates for 2026.
Okay.
And I'm like, listen, as long as you give me the dates, I won't book something over it, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my biggest thing. I'm a first come first serve kind of guy, you know.
I met
Uh
Peter first at that OBBC tournament in
uh-huh.
Orange Beach, and they put down like a spread of bunch of satellite tags, and man, when they ran them all together at the same time and showed every track of every fish, that was incredible, man. That's worth everybody getting fired up and tagging them just to see that, where
It
everything went.
it's so cool.
I,
It's
I
so
know
cool.
a lot that those fish are in the loop current, and man, I tried to go fish a loop current a couple times, and I haven't had much luck with it because you look at it and you're like, oh, they obviously got to be here, and man, you're just a little speck on the map, if you really think about it. And man, I'd really love to figure out how to do that. If I could figure out how to do that, man, that'd be pretty killer.
Well,
You
I
know,
promise you one thing, you're never going to figure the whole thing out.
when you think you got to figure it out, you're wrong. So
Yeah, they're going to
yeah,
do something to change your mind.
yeah, oh yeah,
They're so going to change. And once, me personally, once I came to terms with I'm never going to completely figure it out,
yeah.
I was at peace.
Oh, me too, man. Just
Yeah.
enjoying it. Like,
Yeah.
don't even try, dude. Figure it
Just,
out completely.
you
It's
know,
like,
you
fun.
want to try, you want to
It's
keep the
all life.
logs, you
Yeah.
want to figure it all, you
Oh
want
yeah.
to see some patterns, and then something's going to throw
Yeah.
you off.
Oh yeah.
Something's going to throw you off. So, because I know some people that get really mad over some of this stuff. Oh man,
Oh
the
yeah.
same thing. I'm like, why are you getting mad, bro? This is supposed to be fun. That's why we did it.
Oh yeah.
If I wanted to be mad, I'd be a fucking stockbroker.
Right. Right. I mean,
I
I
drive.
get pretty excited when you got guys that maybe you got like a crew, just everybody's just fresh out of high school, and they go catch the wind in Marlin. That fires me up every time, dude. I'm like, yeah, dude, stick it to the man.
No, listen.
Pretty
That part I
fun.
get. I
Yeah.
y- this has been a while. I want to say this was like 17 or 18. I got a call from a buddy. It's like, hey man, you want to fish the White Marlin Open? And I'm like, man, no, sorry, I'm going to Costa Rica. He goes, Costa Rica? I said, yeah, I'm taking this. Cuban guy and his brother to Costa Rica to go fad fishing. They never caught a blue marlin before, and they called me up, and I recommended going to
Good
Costa
spot.
Rica. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just recommended my accountant last night. Listen, go to Costa Rica. Go catch a blue marlin. Go fad fishing. They're like,
Mhm.
man, wouldn't you want to fish for dollars? I'm like, man, don't get me wrong. We all like money, but I want to see these guys' face when they catch their first blue marlin. And I did. We caught 19 in 2.5 days. It was great.
Oh, that's great, man. I love fishing over there, dude. Awesome.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's so killer. It's but to watch it through somebody else's eyes, that's
Oh
what
yeah.
I love.
Oh, taking first time people is a ton of fun to see what, their reaction when they see, 300 pound fish go nuts on the wire. Oh yeah.
My favorite thing, and you can please comment on this, where I go to somebody that first time they're catching a billfish, and I go, "Hey man, breathe." They're like,
Yeah.
"Huh?" I'm like, "Breathe." I am breathing. I go, "Listen, man, look at your knuckles. They're white. You're holding on to that rod so hard. Your knuckles are
Yeah.
white. Breathe.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy the moment. We've been waiting 3 hours for this bite. Enjoy it. Look at your
Yeah.
fish.
Oh yeah.
Just calm down. Calm down. Enjoy the moment. Take it in. Take the breath." So
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you've had situations like that.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, you always got to watch out when you get that guy, big muscle guy and he's going to get after it. Oh man, you got to slow that guy down. He's going to burn himself out. And then you get a little frail young lady and she's just can go all day, dude.
The best.
Yeah, she doesn't get burned out and she just, is coachable.
It,
Coachable is
it's all
important.
technique. It's all
All
technique.
technique. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
all
That's
technique.
pretty cool how that works out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's I love teaching women and children. Hey, do this, or I'm gonna tell them this. Listen, this is we're gonna go through the steps, and so when I say this, you know this and this and this and this and this is what's gonna happen. Okay, so then
Yeah.
it goes and happens, and then they know what to expect. And
Yeah.
as you're talking,
Oh
they're
yeah.
like, afterwards, they're like, man, everything you said was gonna happen happened. I'm like, yeah, I've done it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Been here. Yeah.
that's why I love coaching women. I
Oh yeah.
absolutely love it because uh as a man, and we're all men,
Oh yeah.
well, unless you're identifying as a cat or something today, uh we're all men, and our default setting when you hit Control Alt Delete and get punched
Oh
in the
yeah.
mouth, it's
Yeah.
strength. It's like I'm gonna brute force this in. And
Yeah.
no,
Not
man,
gonna happen.
there ain't no brute force.
Yeah.
There ain't no brute force. Just
Oh yeah.
keep going.
Yeah. We had
Keep
a guy
going.
recently, first time angler, guy overexerted himself and um anyway, he's turning pale. He's gonna get sick. And my mate looks at him and goes, "Hey man, you can throw up, but you can't stop reeling. We're almost there. Like, keep going." And that guy, he did. He got sick and he kept going though. We were fired up that we got the fish. I was starting to worry, like, uh-oh, this might not happen, but it did.
Ugh. I had
Yeah,
a gu- I had a guy once, plumber, big burly guy, strong dude, and man, he was throwing it all into it, and we were fishing a tournament, we were fishing the Big Rock, and I I'm like, well, if you're just gonna be an idiot and use just strength and try, I'm gonna fuck with you. So I
yeah,
kept, and
yeah,
I listen, you're in the chair, so you're not going anywhere. I'm like, my grandmother fights a fish better than you, and she's dead. And
yeah.
man, I was on him. I was on him. I was on him. And you can tell he wanted to punch me. So
Oh yeah,
the next morning, I'm like, hey man, I'm like, do you want a couple of tips to help you in the chair? And I'm like, hey man, time out a second. I'm gonna be fair
yeah,
that we don't have a fish on. I'm gonna be 100% fair, and I'm gonna try to talk to you in nuts and bolts. I says, you're a businessman, correct?
Yeah.
he says, yes, sir, I own my own plumbing company. I said, okay, as a businessman, you're trying to make every single dollar count. And he goes, absolutely. I said, well, you're leaving between 25 to 30 cents of every dollar on that rod. I
Yeah.
said, there's just a couple of things. If I show you,
Yeah.
um, I'm not, listen, when we got a fish on and I'm teasing you, I'm just trying to get your mind off the fish. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to, you know, you're so focused and mad at this thing. I'm trying to get your mind off the fish. Let me show you these two or three things. And I showed him two or
Yeah.
three things. And he's like, and we caught another fish. He goes, man, what a difference. I go, that's all, man. I
All it takes.
tease, I'm teasing you because I want you to forget you're fighting that fish for an hour.
Oh yeah.
I just want you to forget to fight that fish. If you focus too much on it, you're going to piss down your leg.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know?
I tell you the situation we had that worked out so incredible. We were fishing Biloxi, and we had a real large fish on, and this is the owner's son fighting it, and I think he was like 17 at the time. Very very small guy for being 17. He's big,
Yeah,
like strapping dude now. He's done grown up, but
yeah,
fighting this fish for hours, man. It died on us, and you know how like right at dark those fish have an attitude change where they go to the bottom. They just want to swim
yeah.
down, and then they ultimately end up killing themselves by doing that. And we're fighting this fish, man. You start to see like the lights going out of this kid's eyes, man. He's getting tired, and it's a tournament, so he has to fight it himself. Like it's all
Yeah.
on him. And
That's your
Rodney,
fish.
yeah, Rodney Johnson, my mate, had taken a picture of the fish jumping, and Rodney kept showing him that picture, dude. Like, this is on the end of your string, dude. You're gonna have to grab another gear and man up and catch this thing. And dude, he did, man. One crank at a time. It ended up taking like 11 hours. And I was trying to pull the boat forward, but the fish was so big, man. And I couldn't ever get like enough momentum of the fish. The only way we could do it, because we didn't want to break him off either. We had him on 100 pound. And man, we just slowly got him to the top. Now, once he got high enough in the water where he began to, become
He'll
naturally
float.
buoyant, yeah, it was
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, man, we just kept showing him that picture, dude. And that kid, I mean, at the end of it, dude, veins popping out his face, arms. He had knots all over him, and he got his ass, dude. And he still gets back in the chair today after that. I'm like, this guy's got it going on. That
My
was fun.
man.
Yeah, that fish weighed 739.
That's
Yeah,
a nice one, man.
it was a good one, man, especially
That's a
for a young
nice
kid
one.
like that. Yeah.
For any kid,
Oh yeah,
even a
it was
grown
cool,
up,
man.
seventh or how much you win?
Yeah. I want to say we won like 300. I think 300,000.
Better than a
Yeah.
sharp stick in the eye.
Oh, I can take whatever I can get, man. I'm just glad to be on the board, man. The money part doesn't even matter. It's gonna work itself out, but it's cool when you get to compete against your peers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest thing about weighing a fish, you can see a lot of the stuff behind me, but all around me,
Hmm.
for me, I want the pictures.
Yeah.
I want the
Yeah.
pictures. And we're all different. I'm pretty, everybody sees me out on the road and sees me all the things that I do, but when I'm at home, I'm a pretty simple guy. Uh,
Yeah.
I work. I love to cook dinner and sit at home. And sometimes when you're at home for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and
Yeah. A little
you
reminiscing
start,
going on. Yeah.
yeah. Well, sometimes it's not reminiscing. Sometimes it's like, man, I lead a bit of a boring life. But as I'm walking, like when I get up to walk out of my office and I look at all these pictures, it's like,
Oh yeah.
who you kidding, man? Who you kidding?
That
So
is that
for
is neat how a picture or video can bring back memories that you had totally forgotten about. You know,
bro,
I love
that's
looking at some of my old stuff, dude. It's great.
for me, the pictures, they mean more to me than the money. They
Yeah.
really
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather,
Hell yeah.
and it's so funny because at least when I was younger, we used to always make fun of, damn, all I want is a pickle dish. I love that
Yeah.
pickle dish. I love that money. Where's that money now? I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I
Gone.
might have bought
Yeah.
something. You lump it
Yeah.
in with everything else. But when you
Oh
look at
yeah.
a trophy, you know, you got all these trophies you're looking at, and that to me, and now I get it. I totally do.
Oh yeah.
You know, I absolutely
I've got
love
one
it.
trophy at my house, man, that my boss gave me, and we had won the Triple Crown, and then we won it a second time, and he let me have that trophy. Dude, it's the baddest ass trophy at my house.
It's one
It's
of them
awesome,
big
dude.
ones, right?
Oh yeah, dude, it's a stud. Yeah, yeah,
I
that thing's cool.
I
Yeah,
get it, man. I get
and
it.
I
I
mean, I still
have
remember like it was yesterday, man. Us catching those fish, and it was awesome.
That's so cool. That's so
Yeah,
cool. I have a trophy in the living room. All my trophies are here in my office, but I have one in the living room. My girlfriend, I say, makes me keep it out there. She keeps it out there.
yeah,
It's the first trophy I've ever won as a team captain, not the captain of the boat, but the actual team
right.
captain.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it was my first tournament I ever won as team captain, and the first tournament I ever won in Japan. And
cool.
I got called up to fish a tournament in Japan, and they're like, hey, and I says, hey, can I put my own team together? They're like, yeah, listen, we're supplying the boat, we're supplying everything. Uh, Come on out. We want an American fish in it. And Shimano Japan recommended me. They called up
Nice.
Shimano North America, and I flew over there, and we won it. It's a beautiful trophy, bronze trophy,
Oh
and
yeah,
the captain of the boat, uh, he- because they gave us so much stuff, man. I
yeah.
had sake wine. There's line.
Now we're
There's
talking. Yeah,
everything. I mean, I'm talking about a bunch of gifts. And so my translator's like, Mr. So and so. He's like, he was wondering if the crew could pick one of everything, And
yeah.
I talked to my two buddies. Mike Samuels?
Hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Mike was fishing with me, and my
yeah.
friend Scott Matheson.
Hmm.
Scott, he Scott played Major League Baseball. He played 10 years for the Phillies and eight
Okay.
years with the Tokyo Giants. So he was like Tom Brady in Japan.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So
that's cool.
I said, guys, um, it, they're asking if they can have one or two things. Uh, I want them to take it all, unless
Yeah,
there's something in particular you guys want. And I think Mike might have taken a bottle of sake or something. I don't know, but uh,
yeah,
the long story short is, I told my translator, I'm like, tell Captain that he can have all of it. I says the only
yeah.
thing I want is I want the trophy. And uh, and so it sits in our living room, and it means a lot to me because of the fact that it was. I've always been invited to be on a team,
Yeah.
either as the boat captain or as a deckhand, or I get
Hmm.
invited to fish along with somebody, and maybe I'll take an angler award or something. But as being a team captain, that's the first time I had ever been a team
Right.
captain and won. And so that means a lot to me. And I get to see it every day, man. Every day when I'm in my living room, I get to look at it. And it means more to me than if I would have won any money, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh, way more, dude. Way more.
Way, way, way more. Way more.
Cool.
So yeah, it's one of those cool things about this sport, especially as you get older. Again,
Yeah.
as you're young, you want to win that check. I get it, but
Yeah.
the pictures and the memories and the friends, like you said, you're competing with
Oh,
your
the friends you make
peers.
along the way. Oh yeah, man. Ton of fun.
Oh, oh my gosh, I have made so many good friends. Uh,
Oh yeah.
well, look, this is a perfect example right here. You know,
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
I get to be on the short list of people that get called or at least text when you catch a fish.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it because I get to root you on, man.
Oh yeah.
I get to root
Sometimes
you
I wonder
on.
when I send them in there, I'm like, I wonder if this guy's sleeping and I'm just waking him up with this. Oh, got
No,
another
no,
bite.
no.
Put another one.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you this, and I tell this to everybody in the world if I give you my number. So my
Right.
phone, it's right next to me right now. It's on silent. I never turn my phone ringer on. It's not even on vibrate.
Yeah.
It's completely on silent. There's only 32 hours a year that it's on,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay. That makes sense.
that's
Yeah.
the
Oh
World
yeah.
Cup.
That's cool.
Once the first zone goes fishing, it's on.
Yeah. It's on.
So if I have somebody fishing in Papua New Guinea, if I have somebody fishing in Australia, it's on. And it stays
Cool.
on until lines are out. And then after that, I shut that motherfucker off.
Yeah.
Because I have a rule, and my girlfriend knows it, and all my friends know it. When I'm on a call with you, it's me and you,
Right.
man. We're
Yeah.
talking. I do not
Yeah.
want to be interrupted. I'm not going to interrupt something. I'm having a conversation with you.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
now and there's times, let's say you call me up and I'm like, listen, man, I got a hard stop in 15 minutes, or hey, I'm waiting for a call from blank.
Right.
And if this person
Yeah.
calls me, I'm going to have to cut you off, but I want you to know that beforehand. Because first of all, I think it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And second of all, sometimes it takes 20 or 30 minutes to get a conversation going. You get through the pleasantries and you don't get to the
Sure.
point, or maybe you're getting to the point and then I got to stop it because somebody called and then you never pick it back up again.
No, man, you done lost your place. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
with
you
you
don't
on
get
that.
the yeah, you don't have your rhythm anymore. So that's my only rule. So yeah, you send them. Don't ever worry about me. Don't worry about where I am in the world. You just send me a text message. Uh, it doesn't matter. I absolutely love it. And sometimes,
Cool.
sometimes it might take me a day to get back. Sometimes I see it, but sometimes I'm like, I wake up and I have whatever 30
Yeah.
something
Yep.
notifications,
Yeah.
and because you communicate with me through Instagram.
Yeah.
So sometimes, man, sometimes it's 2 days before I get to Instagram because I'm busy, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Unless I see something. Luckily, I have the preview on my notifications.
Cool.
Hey, I'm
Oh
looking
yeah.
for blank. Okay, then I know let me jump on there. But man, I wake up
Yeah.
in the morning. I'm on so many different platforms. Like all my guys in Japan, they use a communication app called Line,
Okay.
and that's their local communication app. But I like using it because they have a translator automatically in there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
Yeah.
oh my gosh. So when they text me something, it automatically gets translated to English.
Nice.
And when I check something in English, it automatically gets translated to Japanese. So
I wonder how
that
that works, man. Because sometimes when you're communicating with people over text,
it's
like,
off.
yeah, there's a little
It
context there that
it
gotta be
it's it's
careful.
it's off. So like what
Yeah.
we call like in a tournament, we call an angler.
Uh-huh.
Like who are your anglers on your boat? And you list your anglers. When it gets translated from Japanese to English, it's called a player.
Oh, your players. I like
I'm a
that.
player, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, player? Yeah.
What's
Oh
up,
yeah.
player? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I have a dear friend, doesn't speak a lick of English. Well, I say doesn't speak a lick, just enough
Yeah.
to, it's one of those, he couldn't order a Mountain Dew over here, but he can get himself arrested.
Oh yeah.
And,
I have that talent too.
but him and I, at least once a week, I talk to him, at least once a week. And just the other day,
That's awesome.
his nephew just moved to the United States on Saturday or Sunday. He's going to school in Tampa,
Yeah.
and he texted me to let me know he's coming over here, and if I would touch base with him. I'm like, man, just put a group chat together, and he's gotten here. He's in school, so I'm like, man, anything you need, I'm just down
Cool.
the road. I'm a little farther away, but I'm closer than your uncle. And
Yeah.
I have a friend that's 20 minutes away from you. So if it's something that you really get into trouble, call this guy. I'm going to introduce you. And yeah, no, it's that
Nice.
fraternity, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
Cool.
that fraternity. We got to take care of each other.
Absolutely, man.
You
Absolutely.
never,
Gotta look
you
out for your
never,
brothers. Oh yeah.
exactly. I mean, I do a lot of stuff with the military to help, help veterans and stuff. And one
Hmm.
thing I've learned from them is you never leave your brother.
Yeah.
And I see that a lot in our sport. And
Yeah.
I think for me, it's one of the reasons I've bonded so well with all my military friends. I even had
Mm,
one.
yeah.
I don't know if you saw on Facebook my podcast that I did with Hammer, uh, the topic of sharks, and we'll use this to segue into that, is that I was getting death threats. And my buddy,
Wow.
one of my military buddies, he's a helicopter pilot, or he was a helicopter pilot for the 160th. He's a night stalker.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, oh no,
Yeah.
no, he's a badass. And he's like,
Right.
"Do you need me to fly to Florida?" I'm like, "Yes, please."
Yeah.
Not that I'm worried for my protection. I just want to see him. He's a dear friend of mine, and he
Yeah.
on my backpack, I have three American flags on there, and
Mm,
one of them, the one in color, there's two black and white ones, but the one in color was his on his patch on his shoulder. Um, and it was the first American flag in the Afghanistan war in Afghanistan and in the Iraq war because he was the lead pilot in the
awesome.
helicopter. Yeah,
Nice.
so
Yeah. That's cool.
uh,
I
yeah,
love hearing stories like that. Yeah.
bro, he's super cool dude. I'm gonna get him on the podcast at some point because he's a
Nice.
big time hunter. So I want him to talk about. I want to. He's on a lot of podcasts, and he's in line to be on the Sean Ryan show.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah.
he's like, yeah, Sean Ryan. They contacted me, and he's been recommended a few times to be on there. Um, and
Cool. What an
I
honor.
could
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
can call him up right now and say, hey, you want to come on my podcast? But I don't want you to talk about your piloting stuff. I want you to talk about you hunting.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
That's what I want. I
Yeah.
want to, he does a fundraiser every year where they hunt hogs out of the helicopter, and he's the
Oh, yeah.
helicopter pilot. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
man, I gotta get you over here. I'm like,
Yeah. You
great.
need to go over there.
Oh
That's
no, no.
amazing.
I want to do it. I
Yeah.
want to do it, but I also know him. He's gonna okay, put your harness on, and he's gonna bank sideways or something like that, and I'm gonna shit my
Oh,
pants.
oh, he's going to make you do that. Yeah. He's gunning for
Oh,
that.
yeah. But again, it's that fraternity, and I'm a firm believer that especially men, women do it too, but especially men, we bond when we all have a similar goal. And when you're on a
Yeah.
football team, a baseball team, a basketball team,
Oh, yeah.
when you're in the
A fishing team.
military,
Fish. Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
fishing team, you have a goal, and sometimes the goal is to beat the other fishermen, but a lot of time is we're all in this to catch that fish,
Yeah.
and that bonds somebody. You just catch that one, eh, but when you catch that one that you fight for 11 hours, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are bonded.
Oh, yeah, man. Absolutely. Talk about that for the rest of our lives. Absolutely.
Exactly. When you're 60 years, well, that's not old anymore. Fuck, I'm only 8 years away. When you're 80 years old in that nursing home and that kid shows up and, uh, Captain Lake, remember that fish I fought for 11 hours?
Oh, yeah.
You still remember. You don't forget it, man.
Oh, you're not forgetting that. Yeah. That's burned in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and we bond like that. We really do. We bond like that. So
Cool.
that's why I'm a big proponent, and that's why I love my fishing, man. I love my fishing because the friendships I bond, you
Oh,
know,
yeah. Around the world,
that's
man.
it don't matter. You don't have to speak the same language. That's the best
Oh,
part.
no. Nope. That's the best part, man.
I've been on many a boats. I'm the only person that speaks English, and it don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. So,
That's good.
and our last segue, because this is a big topic, um, the shark situation out in the Gulf. I get, again, I'm here in South Florida, and I get a lot of people that are complaining about the shark divers here that are feeding the sharks, and they blame a lot of the shark problems to that. And I'm like, no, guys, it's you can't blame them. They're not the problem.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's an entire North Atlantic problem. Um, Give me your take in the Gulf of Mexico.
Well,
What
it's
are you
gotten,
guys seeing?
well, after using your sonar for so many years, we have the ability now. We can kind of figure out what we're looking at. We know if that's a shark or not. And man, sometimes I still make the mistake, and maybe I ain't seen a marlin in a while, and I try my luck, which the crew hates that when I try my luck like that. But man, we don't really get as many shark bites anymore because we're not sitting on top of the rig and we're not just live baiting sitting still. We're making moves, and now I can usually figure out if that's a shark or not. Now Makos, they'll fool me, but man, I gotta tell you, I love to freaking get a bite from Mako. That is the most fun. We just hold the spool and break them off and let them go. A lot of times they clip you off because their teeth are sharp and our leaders are light. But man, it's so much fun to see Makos, and occasionally a hammerhead will fool me too, because they swim real fast, and they look like marlins on the screen. But for the most part, with the sonar, I don't mess around with a lot of having to deal with that.
What
Bait
about what
catching
about
can be
yeah,
aggravating. But,
what about bait catching?
well, it seems like to me you kind of get to a point where you're over the shark's head, and they don't want to be out in that depth of water. Like they like 1,000 feet a lot for some reason. You go in a rig that's 1,000 feet or shallower, you're gonna encounter a lot of sharks. And we just try to avoid making bait in those areas if possible. You know, and we've
What
also
about
really
Go ahead.
fine tuned our bait fishing. We don't sit there and take all day to reel the bait in. We have it where we reel the bait in very quickly.
What about
Very quickly, no
when
problem.
you're bottom fishing and losing fish depredation? Are you having any issues with that?
You definitely do. Yeah. Best thing to do, I think, is just you're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to hit a spot and go. And that's a bummer about bottom fishing is because it's going to take a while to turn those fish on to where they're biting. Especially if you're on natural bottom. You're going to have to start the chain of feeding. You're going to have to get the smaller snappers, then the little bit bigger ones eat, and then the groupers eat. And sharks just know when you got groupers on, man. They're going to come for those first. Like they know those are good to eat. And it's just like you were saying earlier, they're waiting at the boat at that point. If they're to that point, just go on. Just go to the next one.
Yes. Now, in all your time in the Gulf, have you noticed that it's an uptick in recent history? Is it just always been like that, or um,
I'd say it got where it was getting worse, and then now it kind of plateaued. But also, I don't sit there and just feed them. You know what I mean? I know
yeah,
this isn't going to work out. We got the fuel, we got the technology. Just go somewhere else and deal with it. Sometimes porpoises can be a problem like that too, and I just try to avoid those. If I come to a rig and it's got a pot of porpoises, you might as well just leave. Like they're not going to let you fish, so just go on to the next one. So
fair enough. Yeah,
yeah.
I had the issues mainly. The only place I had here with the kingfish off South Florida with the kingfish because they
Mhm.
love them damn kingfish.
Oh yeah.
But also in Panama, live baiting for black marlin.
Oh man, I
Uh,
remember that. Yeah, down there on South, Tropic Star area, they were pretty tough, man.
they're
Yeah.
brutal. They're
Yeah, I mean, we
brutal.
tried everything too, like tying a little piece of Dacron to the tuna's tail. Maybe that hit him in the face and like scare him off. I never found
Copper
anything
wire.
with
Copper wire.
copper wire on the tail.
Yeah, because they use the echo
Okay,
sounder.
okay.
Uh, but it doesn't. It's you might get 20 minutes out of it.
Dude, 20 minutes, sometimes all I need, man. I mean,
It's
gotta
20
get a
bucks is
bite.
20 bucks, man. Whatever it takes, man.
Yeah, better
Yeah,
than dropping your bait and immediately getting bit.
but I have some incredible videos back in the day with the old big cameras uh
Yeah.
of porpoises rolling on your live bonitas. Oh my,
Mhm.
there ain't a blue marlin that has anything on a porpoise. It's
Now
great.
I don't know about that, man, because I was fishing one time, and there's big water porpoises, and it was the last rig. We didn't have a choice. We had to fish there. That was the end of the road. And man, we had a blue marlin come up on the teaser, and it absolutely ate the shit out of the bait, beat the porpoises to it. It was awesome. I told the crew to throw the bait, and they were like, I don't know about this, man. But, we were at our wits' end, and that's just what we had to do. So we
Yeah.
threw the bait in the water. We ended up getting that fish. We won second in the Louisiana tournament with it. So,
Nice. The Cajun Canyon?
no, it was the one that was, well, it was the first one of the year, Bobby's tournament, but it was
Okay.
also Hurricane Hole at the same time.
Oh, it
Back
was
when,
when it was at back when he did it at Hurricane Hole.
but well, they did both. You could pick either one, and I
Okay.
knew the first. The I didn't know it was going to be first place, but I knew the guy that was going to have another Marlin to weigh was going
Uh,
there. So to be fair, I went to there too because I wanted to know if I didn't know if the scales would be different. You never know, man.
yeah,
You
no, no.
you might as well just take all question out and go to where you need to go and see who has the biggest fish. And he ended up beating us, but um, yeah, it was definitely worth doing. So
No,
and that was
well,
in the middle
listen,
of a bunch of porpoises, dude. I mean, right slap dab in the middle of them.
you ever catch one?
A porpoise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've hooked them. We don't, land them or anything. We just get them up there and break them off. But yeah, well, the cool thing
I
about them is, they're coming up eventually.
yeah.
you know, they can't stay down forever. But
Brutal. I We caught one once, hooked it right in the dorsal on a cedar plug.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
it was
I've
pretty
I've never
wild.
hooked one in the mouth. I know that. I've
Yeah,
never hooked
no,
one in the mouth at all.
I've never hooked one in the mouth. We hooked one in the fin, and we didn't want it to swim away with a bunch of line on it. So we fought it
That
for a while.
that's also what we do. We back down and try to get, as
Yeah,
much line
it's
off
close.
of them.
Exactly. I didn't want them
I
to
mean, dude,
stay
that
with.
would be terrible to have 100 yards of line behind you. You're like, that ain't gonna work. Yeah,
No, especially monofilament. Ugh.
yeah, yeah. That's
No,
bad stuff.
no, it's horrible, you know.
Yeah,
That drag for the rest of your life. No, no, thank you.
yeah.
Listen, the tree huggers come after us enough. If they would only take the time to understand, nobody loves the animals more than us because we're out there with them day in and day
Right.
out.
I agree 100%, man. The people should do their homework before they get all upset about it. They should actually, understand what's going on.
Yeah, understand, the people that are doing this. We're not trying to make any harm for it.
No, dude, we
We,
love nature. I love nature,
yeah.
man. Any kind of like stuff. I love seeing that stuff, but I don't want to, hurt anybody's feelings. But I mean, fish sometimes do die on us, and that's unfortunate, man. But we try to make use of what is the resource. I mean, you can't help it sometimes.
Yeah.
So
And time out a second with the whole I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I hurt
yeah,
people's feelings. It happens.
yeah,
Listen, it's 3:15 right now. I know at least four people that I've pissed off today. So, and the day is still
you got a
young.
quota?
Yeah.
Got a good quota going?
I have no quota.
Yeah,
I my favorite answer to you pissed me off is take a fucking number.
yeah.
Take a fucking number.
Oh yeah,
It's not like I'm aiming for it, but it just happens, man. It just happens
yeah.
that, I can't make everybody happy. None of us can. So I
No,
do the best that I can, and I do what I think is best uh, for Mother Nature, for what we're
absolutely,
doing. Again, it goes back to that reaching behind you and helping somebody up. I want to make sure I leave plenty for somebody else. You know,
absolutely, man.
you know.
And when it does come to that point on a tournament, I try to make sure if we are going to take a fish, we're going to win.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, I need that money for my family. I need that money to keep people going. Like we use that resource. It's not just, you know, a
Yeah,
waste.
and
It's going to something.
I don't want to speak for the other tournaments, but I know at Bobby's tournaments that always goes to the food bank.
Absolutely.
They always go to the food bank. So I've been there with that little white trailer with ice in it.
Hmm. Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't go
There's
to
one at every
waste.
tournament when we do that. I mean, they have an ice truck and, the fish are well taken care of for the most part and as best you can, you know,
Yeah,
and
that's
people
a
eat
good
them.
thing. I I like marlin.
I personally like them too, man.
I,
I've had them a
I
couple of times and they're good. They
well,
say it's
listen,
bad luck to eat it, but I don't know, man. I eat it. It's fine.
when I lived out in Hawaii, I ate a lot of marlin.
Hmm.
They love their blue marlin out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, on that note, uh, you got anything else you want to add to this?
It's an honor being on here, man. Talking with you.
No,
Cool.
listen.
We have a
Uh,
friendship like this. It's awesome.
yeah, I want to say thank you for being on here. I'm happy that we were able to catch up about trying to break the record, which today is, I think, the 7th
Yeah.
of January. So you've got 357 days to go,
Oh,
58 days to go.
we're coming for it this year, man.
So
And hopefully everything stays
I
glued together. And
I haven't gotten my first text yet.
oh yeah, well, I ain't
So
been yet, but
uh,
it's coming.
I listen. I'm not. I get it, but I haven't gotten my first text yet. I'm waiting for my first text. Um, hang on here while we say goodbye to everybody. Everybody, thank you so much. And follow Chase, Captain Chase, on Instagram or social media to see when, not if, but when he breaks that record. All right,
Thanks a
guys.
lot. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir.
Peace out,
Have a good
everybody.
day.
Don't hang up.
I'm not hanging up.